Goodbye.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, welcome in. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, wait, I had it muted. You were playing. I was. Why did you have me muted? It was not Don't Mine at Night by Katy. Don't Mine at Night by Katy Perry. Hi, Ben. Hi, Nox. Hi, Benson. Okay. Okay, all right. Whatever, dude. We got a few things to cover today. We have like a few things up top. I might get to a few of them. I might not get to a few of them. It really depends. So we'll figure it out. Yay, W Marcus stream. Marcus, I'm so sick, man. I know. You said that last night. Hi, Mira. Hi. Hi, hello. So we have a few things. I want to kind of do a little retrospective on this guy right here because I saw this video and I saw Iron Mouse is over 35 and a mom question mark, and I'm curious as to what he has to say about that. Like if he thinks that's like evil that she's a mom at 35, or if he's like congratulating her and being like super happy that she's had a kid now. Maybe he's going to say something like about how like flabby her pussy is. How like fucked up and just like destroyed it is, and it can't have kids or something. He might say something like that. You never know. Hi, Herbie. Why game always sick, man? Finally a normal stream. I feel like my skin is baking me alive. Gamma, I don't know why you're always sick, big dog. I don't know why you're always sick. You're sick like all the time. Like it's getting worrisome. It's getting a tad bit worrisome. But we have a little video about possibly Joe Rogan being like a gay. They have this like TikTok creator who's apparently like abusive, or like maybe I'm assuming this means like they like promote abusive behavior. That'd be interesting. And then we have a fake cop accidentally pulls over a real cop. That would be done. That would be awesome. But first, let's cover the real problem. So I talked about this last night. And I'll talk about it real fast, real quick. So essentially, Larian Studios is the people who made Baldur's Gate 3 and Divinity. They openly admitted publicly that they're going to use AI for like reference art, which is not a big deal at all. It's the most nothing burger the world has ever seen. Who gives a shit, right? They're just using it for reference art. That's fine. Real artists are still going to make the art for the game. It's not like they're replacing it with AI. But Twitter had to get like super upset about it, and they got pissed off. And it's gotten to a point where now Larian Studios is made another post, and I'll sum it up very easily for you. Essentially, they're admitting that they're going to do like a tour around the workplace for everybody, just so they can prove to you that it's normal, which I think is retarded, because they're essentially making it so that you can ask any questions or whatever questions. This is like retarded. I hate that this is the precedent being set. I genuinely hate that this is the precedent being set, because like I said last night, every gaming studio is going to use AI to some capacity. There's going to be AI used in almost every gaming studio to some capacity. The fact that we have to monitor their usage of AI in the workplace is fucking retarded and weird. I don't like it. I'm just glad that they're being honest. Like, the fact that they're just being open and honest saying that we're using AI is fine. Like, at least they're transparent about it. Most companies won't even tell you because they're worried everybody's going to get, like, fucking pissed off or something. Gamma rolls around in dumpsters and eats trash like a raccoon. That's why he's always sick. I mean, that is probably a lifestyle you don't want to live. I mean, that's like something you probably don't want to, like, I think that's probably something you don't want to do. Probably. If I'm Gamma, I would stop. But I mean, overall, this is just getting sad and depressing, because it's essentially just like a massive hate brigade came after Larian, which is not good, because again, Larian Studios, or whatever they're called, I think Larian Studios, have made some absolute bangers. And this could really change the trajectory of how we see big studios like this make, like, this might fucking kill the momentum. You know, this might kill the momentum. These people might not want to make games in the future. It's essentially just going to make it harder for us to have transparency with these studios and to be able to actually get proper games. Just let these companies make good games is the end story. If they want to make good games, and they're good games with good art and everything, and nothing seems to be like tampered with, aka the whole thing isn't like AI generated, then who gives a shit? As long as it's a fun, good game, have fun, enjoy it. Who gives a shit if they used a tad bit of AI in it? I really don't care. But these people are genuinely changing like, they're making it worse. Because at the end of the day, these companies are going to use AI regardless of you getting pissy about it on Twitter. The difference is that now these companies will not be transparent about what they use and how they're making their games, which is going to change the trajectory. It's just going to make it harder for us to have any form of transparency, which is it's annoying. But these people won't stop at anything until they think AI is completely like eradicated, which it's never going to get eradicated, by the way. But I don't know. They're fucking retarded. Let's listen to Iron Mouse is over 35 and is a mom ? I have to watch this because I'm very curious as to what he thinks about a 35-year-old woman having kids.
As the title of the video said, somebody sent me a link to a video of Iron Mouse before she was Iron Mouse as we know it, talking about herself having a kid. Now, the thing that I want to talk about, and the reason why I even gave this any life and any attention, is not to do a deep dive onto Iron Mouse's personal life or her having a kid. I don't care. That's her own personal thing. But the thing that I found so fascinating about this story is, again, it goes to what I've talked about several times on this channel, which is the perception that people have of content creators on the internet, and the illusion that is created and the optics that are created from a combination of either innuendos or
What is he
a
talking?
desire to believe something is true.
I
But
don't
there have been a
understand what
lot
he's
of
saying.
people that have said, "Oh no, Iron Mouse is somebody who's younger. Iron Mouse doesn't have a kid." And the point is, the whole reason that we're here
Is this public
is
information?
because Iron Mouse's behavior at the Streamer Awards does not indicate a person that is old. It doesn't indicate somebody who's mature or is a mother. So
just
it's
not even
very
true.
unusual because you
Okay. That's not even true. I hate this idea. I hate it when these people say this shit. When they say like, oh, well, you're in your 30s, you're like mature or not, whatnot, whatever. I don't, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't fucking matter. You can be like super mature in your 20s and then be like extremely immature in your 40s. It doesn't, like, there's plenty of like immature like retards at like 50 years old and 40 years old. The idea that you're like 35 years old does not automatically mean that you're supposed to be mature and you give off this like mature age. That's like so retarded. I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that. It's so fucking annoying. It's so annoying because that's not what that means. Thank you for the 99-cent shit. Thanks for shitting on me, Big Aaron. Thank you.
you would think a mother would be able to handle a situation where some rowdy
And just because somebody's a mom does not mean that they're mature. There's no, like, there are plenty of mothers in the world that are immature. There's plenty of fathers in the world that are immature. There's plenty of people who have kids who are like the worst possible parents imaginable. Now, do I think Iron Mouse is like some fucking immature, like terrible parent? I don't know. Probably not. I'm sure she takes good care of her kid, maybe. If she has one. I actually don't know if that's true or not. I'm pretty sure that's true. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure she does have a kid. I'm sure she takes great care of her kid. I'm sure she's a great mother, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm sure she's awesome. You know, I'm sure her kid loves her. But, like, yeah, if we're going to go back to the Stream Awards, essentially what happened. Oh, Cryptid, thank you for shitting on me as well. Thank you for the poop. Thank you for pooping on me. Thank you. I enjoy these. I like it when you guys do it. I like it when you guys shit on me. I like it. So essentially what happened at the Stream Awards is she went on like a iPad because she's a VTuber, so she didn't show up physically because, you know, she's like not, she doesn't show her face. She went on like this little iPad thing that rolled around like Karen, you know Karen from SpongeBob. She was like Karen from SpongeBob. And then she like had a stream afterwards where she said Kai, was it Kai or was it, what was it? Rakai or something? And then that other Asian dude or something, I think. Something about them. Oh, Cryptid, thank you for the 99-cent. Thank you for throwing up on me. Thank you for throwing up. I enjoy it. I like it. They apparently made her uncomfortable, which I don't understand how that works because you're not even physically there. You're on like an iPad and you're just like rolling around, and they were just like goofing around and just like making like silly little jokes around her and stuff. But apparently that was enough to make her feel like super uncomfortable. AKA she's just like fucking online brained. Her entire identity is through this like fucking VR thing. Yeah, of course she's like a retard. Yeah, right? Like, of course she's like a retard. So of course, like interactions like that make her uncomfortable, even though she's not even physically there. If it made her that uncomfortable, she could have just turned off the fucking iPad and not have been there. Like, I don't understand. It's not like, who gives a shit? Like, who really gives a shit? She was like obviously getting shit on for this. It makes sense. You should shit on her for it. She's being like a retard. But this idea that because she's like 35 years old or something, that means immediately that she should be mature is don't get me wrong, I think you should be mature regardless. I don't think there's like a set age where you shouldn't be mature. I think this idea that it's like, oh, people who are like at a certain age, they're allowed to not be. No, even when you're like a teenager, you should at least have some level of maturity. You should at least be making like some rational decisions, right? You should at least try to be like a smart individual and try to be like rational and not be just immature. Like, I don't understand this idea that like, oh, once you hit like a certain age, you just have to start being mature. I don't understand that. Like, it's just so fucking retarded. Why is a throw up emoji even an option? I don't know, man. It's hot though.
kids came up and asked them inappropriate questions. And by inappropriate, I don't mean sexually suggestive. I mean literally like in the most basic definition of the word inappropriate, where you're asking where somebody is and what they look like. That's why I want to pay attention to the story, is not to breathe life into any speculations or anything. And by the way, one of the things that I find to be incredibly interesting is the video that I had pulled up. The video.
Whoa! The tree!
As
Templar!
soon as I went live,
it's gonna kill you!
the video was taken down. The video that I was going to show you was taken down. Yeah.
Oh, so this is not information that was like public at the time? But what, there was a video that was posted that by... If this was a video posted by somebody else, then that's scummy behavior. The idea that like somebody's like leaking at the idea that she has like a child. She may not be a parent. Who knows? I guess. But I just want to know what he has to say about her being 35 and having a kid.
That happened. It got 1.1 million views. I can't seem to find the original video. But that's okay. We'll still talk about it. We'll talk around it. But the video has been taken down, which I do think is very weird. I think that is extremely weird. Why did the video get taken down? If this
What's
were
the theory,
just some
Templar?
nothing burger, if this were just some, throwaway bit of internet drama, why is the video gone? I mean,
what does it matter?
Someone says, just type Iron Mouse mom into the search. I mean, I can give that a...
He has a baby with no arms or legs. It's just a nugget, baby. What is her condition again? I forgot what Iron Mouse's condition is, because apparently she has like... Almost every VTuber apparently has like some sort of like evil condition where they're like all like complete... Their bodies are completely raped and like fucking cooked or whatever. Like, every single VTuber apparently has, like, the worst possible skin disease the world's ever seen, and it's, like, eating away at their, like, brain or something, or, like, they don't have working arms or legs, or, like, they're gonna die when they hit the age of, like... I'm not saying... Okay, listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying that they're lying, alright? I'm not saying that these people are lying, but I wouldn't be surprised if a good chunk of these VTubers are over-exaggerating their health conditions to make it sound like they're in, like, the most evil of circumstances, and they're like, oh, this is eating away at me. I would not be surprised if, like, half of these conditions are the most, like, minuscule, like, small conditions that, like, sure, are, like, inconvenient to them, but are probably not, like, life-ending, and they're probably fine. Because knowing VTubers, it does not surprise me in the slightest that these people could probably, like, throw a little bit of a lie in there for some level of sympathy, so it drags in more viewers, so it drags in more people to donate and whatnot. Like, dude, I'm sorry, but VTubers are some of the shittiest fucking streamers in the world. Not saying Iron Mouse is. I'm not saying like Iron Mouse is or any of these other, VTubers. I'm sure there's some good ones out there, but a good chunk of them are pretty scummy. I mean, not already they hide under the guise of like a literal fucking anime character, and then behind the screen they're probably not nearly as attractive as their character is on screen, right? Like they pose themselves as these anime characters with fucking huge ass tits, right? Clearly they're doing it for like some level of attention. Half the time they're like 30 to 40-year-old women or men using a voice changer. Like, come on. Their whole thing is most likely a lie. Hi, Remy.
Oh, and you know what? The internet provides. I was typing in the wrong prompt. So apparently the internet, you can't just delete things. This is from a couple days ago.
Yeah,
why is
there
one from a couple days ago, but the one from today is gone? That's interesting. Anyway, we're gonna listen to this. And by the way, again, I'll reiterate: this isn't to do some kind of own or dunk on Iron Mouse. This isn't to deep dive into Iron Mouse's personal life. It's not to call...
Well, that's what you're kind of doing. If this is not, like, public information and someone, like, dug up some, like, video... If someone, like, dug up, like, a clip or a video that either isn't like publicly available, then I mean, you are kind of deep diving into her like personal life. Because if the idea that she has like a kid is like up in the air and nobody like knows 100%, then I mean, yeah, I mean, like that kind of is.
Call
What?
her out for being a mom or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with being a mom. In fact, if you're new to my channel, my number one thing is I think that more women should be moms. I think
If you're new to my channel, you know, I think women should be moms. I think women should be putting babies, getting pregnant, having babies. Anybody in chat who's a woman? Anybody in chat who's a woman? Disagree? Question mark. I think you guys should be putting more babies in your belly.
think that more women should make the commitment to getting married and to having kids and to honoring, respecting, and obeying their husbands. Yeah, hurry before it's deleted too. Yeah. So I am not somebody that
If these clips are getting deleted, I don't know how much I'm a fan of actually reacting to this. Because it feels kind of scummy. Especially if this is like old clips from shit from back in the day.
would ever shame somebody for being a mother. But there is definitely a
Whoa,
perception online
but
that Iron Mouse is younger, or maybe it's just the way that she acts, maybe it's just her voice. But I do think this pays a little bit of credibility to what I talk about, which is the fact that a lot of content creators online, the ones that you think that you can trust, the ones that you put a ton of support into, that it's a character. I mean, it really
that's
is.
like every content creator in existence. You can't like, hell, even like me. Like when people watch like me, you guys watch me. I'm gonna emphasize this. Don't like put your trust in me. I don't even know why you would put your trust in like random content creators to begin with. Like you can like a content creator, but don't be like don't be like having like some sort of parasocial trust in the content creator that you're watching. And I don't mean that as in like think every content creator watching is like an evil person behind the scenes. I'm just saying like not every content creator is like probably telling the truth to some degree about like their personal life or other things. Like they're not gonna I can't imagine like every content creator spilling the beans about their like actual like everything, you know, going behind the scenes, because you shouldn't. That's like a bad idea. You should never share like your personal life with your chat. That's like stupid. I trust in Marcus. Fuck. But like I don't know. Like I think if you're putting trust in a content creator to begin with, I think the problem is you, not the content creator. That's like their entire point. It's like I said about VTubers, that's their goal. They're trying to get you to like trust this idea that they're this like behind the scenes. They're just like their anime character behind the scenes. They're just like some cutesy like, haha, I'm so cute and awesome and I'm also like a hot babe. And turns out like they're like a 30-40-year-old woman who's not actually that like physically attractive, and they're probably like a parent or some fucking shit. I would die for you, Marcus.
And there are a lot of people who go, it's not a character. I know. It's a real person.
Well, shit.
This VTuber is a real person. And the reality is that I just think that you should be better armed and you should be better equipped to go into these situations understanding that the person that you're watching is a character. I think that this may help to break through the bubble. And that's my hope.
Can I get anime Marcus PNG? If someone wants to make a fucking anime version of my dog, that'd be dope. That'd be awesome. It's got like fucking it's got like the fucking massive anime eyes. That'd be fucking
I have
funny.
nothing against Iron Mouse. Nothing against her at all. But I think that this will actually help people break through their parasocial.
Okay. It seems like the video is not him judging a 35-year-old mom. It seems like it's actually not that. It's just a boring fucking video. It's just boring is what it seems. Live George Floyd the movie plus Iron Mouse canceled? George Floyd the movie? What? I'd love to watch that. You know what? I expected more out of that video. I'm not going to keep watching. It's 33 minutes. I don't think I'm going to get anything out of that. Let's watch the fake cop incident that Big Aaron gave me. I think this would be 10 times more entertaining.
And then when I seen him, he was behind me. I said, well, maybe something is wrong.
Who was that VTuber who showed her hands and it looked like a... Oh my God. Can you actually get me? That was rough. But then, see, that's what you're going to get out of VTubers. Like, I don't understand. Okay. Let's see. It was bad, dude. It was really bad. Yeah, I shouldn't have looked that up on... I'm going to keep it real. I shouldn't have looked up... I looked up on Twitter, fat hand VTuber, and I just got porn. I pretty much just got a bunch of porn. I thought maybe, you know, you'd give me what I was looking for. It didn't. It didn't. Jesus Christ, dude. It was just a bunch of like fat like anime drawn characters. And then some of it was just VTubers like bouncing their titties up and down. It says, I looked up fat hand. What does that have to do with boobs? Or just, I don't. Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not even gonna look it up, man. There's just no point. I think you guys understand what I'm talking about. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay, so essentially this VTuber accidentally showed their hand on live stream. And fuck me, dude. It looked like it was like, you know those like, it looked like one of those cartoon fat people, you know those like cartoonishly fat people where the fingers look like little baby sausages and the hand was like, the base of the hand is like fucking rotund and it got little nubs sticking out. It looked like that. It was like actually like fucking, I found it. Okay, huge Ben, thank you. It like fucking, it's fucking insane. But like I don't like, it blows my mind that people think like their favorite VTubers are like these like, oh, behind the scenes they're probably like these like really cute, awesome, like beautiful women, and then it turns out they're like either the most like generic looking people or they're like extremely old and overweight. It's like, yeah, when you hide your like face and do your content surrounding like, because there's nothing wrong with not showing your face. I don't think there's anything wrong with just showing. You should have searched VTuber hand reveal. Oh, VTuber hand reveal. Okay, thank you. Fuck, where is it? I don't see it. Maybe I gotta scroll. Maybe I have to keep scrolling. Maybe I just like have to like keep like scrolling, maybe. Okay, while I look for this, what I was trying to say essentially is there's nothing wrong with not showing your face, but in the sense of a VTuber, a lot of VTubers make their characters to be like super sexual, but they never show their face. And I think a lot of the cases when people like make content around the idea of like being sexual, but they never actually show themselves, I feel like a lot of it is like you're gonna be hella disappointed if you ever actually see this person. I actually don't see it. I don't see it, Ben. If you're able to send it, Ben, in the Discord, then I'll show it. Hi, Fox. Had to let out a brat for you guys real quick. I just had to let one out. But if I feel like there's a different like, for example, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn here. I don't think I'm like hella attractive or anything, but I don't think I'm like out here like looking like Prince Charming or anything. I think I'm like generic looking. But like I'm not like I use a fucking dog PNG, you know what I mean? Like I don't think anybody's anticipating me to look like fucking hot as shit, okay? Like I don't think anybody's anticipating that. So I think it's like I think overall it's like fine. But if I were to be making like content where I was like one of those like anime dudes that look like super good looking, but I refuse to show my face, or I never show my face, your expectation of my actual looks should be pretty low. Your expectations of my look should be pretty low, because I'm not gonna look like my fucking anime character, okay? Let's keep it real. It is actual Fox. Yeah, honestly, Fox, why isn't actual Fox? Like, are you an actual Fox, or are you just Fox actual? Like, I don't really understand what that means. How big was the hand? It was like fat. Like, it was like really like, it almost looked like it was like inflated. Like, it was like bloated. It was like a big bloated hand. I found it! Okay, so I'm not surprised, because the VTuber character itself was like a fat VTuber, but the hand is okay. Can I get a better quality picture? Can I get like a better quality picture? I need to find a better quality picture. Let me see if I can find a better quality, because this is like hella bad quality and I can't. I gotta find it. Why is it nowhere? Like, I can't find it on Twitter anywhere, dude. What the fuck? I only found it on just Googling it. Is there like, okay. I want to show this. It's like fucking awesome. It's based. I was about to send the link. Okay, if you can send the link to it, I would enjoy that, because I'm trying to look. It was my gamer tag on Xbox, lol. It's from Halo Reach, Fox lore. I bet Marcus got a freaking hog on him, though. You could probably do the helicopter thing. Fuck, Jesus Christ. All right, dog. All right. We're getting freaky now. What the fuck? What the fuck? God damn, dude. It's nowhere to be seen. Yeah, I don't know, man. The only times I'd ever say you can actually trust a VTuber is if they show if they show themselves. You know what I mean? The ones that like genuinely like show at least some level of themselves, I feel like you can actually trust that maybe they're a decent looking person. But either way, I don't think you should be watching creators for like looks in general. That just says you're like a gooner. That's just like, you're just telling me you're a fucking gooner at that point. I can't find it, dog. Yeah, Ben, if you can find it. Oh, it's on fucking Facebook. That's why. Well, I can't show it then. I'm not going on Facebook. It's going to make me log into my like account. I can't show that. Can you do the helicopter thing? I'm not not gonna like what am I, how do I answer that question? I don't no, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Sad that we can't look at it. I wish I could show it. It's literally this like fucking absolute blob hand, and it's fucking disgusting. It's fucking, it's sad. I don't know how your hands could get to that point. I think I win for most unhinged and feral chatter, Marcus. No, for sure. I should do like an award ceremony for my chatters. I should just give you guys like awards. Can you save the image in order to show it? That's what I think. Here, it's low quality, but I'll show it. It's super low quality, but this is the hand, okay? This is the hand. Give that puppy a good look. Yeah, it's rough. I'm not trying to be mean, all right, but it's just not. It's just bad. It's just bad. What the hell? What the hell? I can't move my fucking dog. I can't move the dog. What the fuck? Hi, Snails. Ooh, I might win something for once. I'd have to think about what the awards would be for. I think I'd have to think about what the awards would be for, but I would definitely do one. Like, do it. This is a disabled hand. Like, it looks, yeah. I mean, is she, like, disabled? Like, is that just, like, a disability, maybe? Hi, Raven. Because that thing looks fucked up. Like, that thing just, it's literally, like, it looks like nubs attached to, like, some, like, bloated, like, sausage thing. And it just, it looks fucking weird. It looks all fucked up and shit, all messed up. But let's not get distracted. Let's watch this fake cop pull over a real cop. This is gonna be good.
Because he kept following me. I said, well, maybe something's wrong. Let me get out and find out. I said, hey, when I got out, he said, oh, stay in your vehicles. I said, well, I don't know what the heck's going on at this point. I just didn't want him to get into an accident because, you know, it was doing pretty fast, and the car kind of did a little fishtail. I just didn't want him to get hurt. That's all it was.
Are you retired or anything?
Retired?
Yeah.
Well, I'm past military.
No, are you retired law enforcement or anything?
Not in the U.S. Not in the U.S.
Welcome.
Cannot believe he actually trying this up because his boss is the same guy that works for Rachel's.
Okay.
That does they're part of a crew. It's only 2 or 3 guys.
Oh, and they always have these kind of contacts
Right.
too.
So remember the all blacked out vehicle
Yes.
that has the lights?
Yeah, same company.
Same company.
Right.
And his boss is that guy.
Oh, the guy that has a bunch of
Why? Why what?
For doing this.
Is it the
Rachel.
blue light? You didn't say hi to me, Snail, so you get the salt. Always low. Oh, it's the salt. I thought it was the lights. I thought I was giving her epilepsy.
Yeah.
The security
That'd be
guy
fun.
works- So this is his employee that works in Winter Park. And he does have red lights on the back of that vehicle.
He does.
Yeah.
But you get when you play with games, really.
I mean, this is.
Well,
I thought this guy was gonna be like the.
do it, guy. Do it. Do it.
No, because we're looking.
2-1. I'll send you one to the 22.
We're looking for a Impala that has a spotlight on it, and he's pulling people over on Seminola.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? So
Yeah.
that's who you thought this was.
I was like, oh, sweet.
Newer
we
Impala
caught
or
him.
older?
Older.
20504, did you need?
On March 29th, 2020, security guard Omar Ford would state that he was driving home from work when another driver passed him on a 2-lane road. Omar had either been going the speed limit or 5 miles below as he always did, and due to the rate at which the other car had passed him, felt like it was obvious that the other driver
5
was driving.
below? Somebody should arrest this guy for driving 5 below the speed limit. Fuck me. That would piss me off if I was driving behind somebody with fucking going 5 below the speed limit. Oh my god. Look at... I paused at a great time. Look at his face. Yeah, it's just white dots. Oh my god. Holy fuck, it's scary as shit. You can't see his face, you can just see the white dots. It's like straight out of a horror movie. Fuck. Well, back to what I was saying. This guy's going like 5 under the unless it's for his security job. If he's like driving around going 5, if he's I imagine he's doing it for what? He's going 5 under for his security job, maybe, possibly. That's what I think. You know, maybe, possibly. I don't know. But like, if he's just like regularly driving around 5 under, like that's just how he does it. That's like annoying as shit. Like you shouldn't even, can you even do that? I'm pretty sure like if you are like driving like ridiculously under the speed limit, like you can get pulled over. Because, like, you're literally just obstructing, like, traffic. Like, you're just stopping people from being able to actually go, like, the regular limit. You're just slowing. I don't know if it was at night, though, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Recklessly. Concerned for both the driver's
Aaron, can I
safety
have
and
your
the safety of
Facebook
the public, the
account?
security
Five
guard,
Nights
still
at
dressed
Freddy,
in his work
Spring
uniform
Trap,
and driving his work vehicle, sped up alongside the other driver. As he did, he flashed his lights at the other driver and cycled through some of the sirens that his work had installed in the car. Once alongside the other car, he called over to the driver. According to his statement, he told the driver that they were driving a bit fast and that they needed to slow down. He was incredibly cautious and kind during this interaction, not yelling or swearing at the other possibly drunk driver, as he, again, just wanted to look out for the safety of the man behind the wheel as well as the public. However, he pulled back in front of the other car and he noticed the vehicle had begun to follow him. Worried that this interaction would become a road rage incident, he tried to shake the car, pulling multiple U-turns and finally pulling over. There, he got out of his work cruiser, wanting to de-escalate the situation, only to be told by the other driver to sit inside of his cruiser until police arrived. This is what Omar claims to have happened in this situation, but as you might have picked up on, that story is mostly fictitious. Welcome back to another episode of Dreading, or if this is your first time here, welcome. Today we're going to be reviewing the footage of Omar Ford, a security guard in Castleberry, Florida, who attempted to pull over an off-duty police officer on his way home from work, and was immediately arrested for impersonating law enforcement. This footage was made public by the channel Cop Watch here on YouTube, and a link to the original upload sans our commentary will be left in the description box down below. We will only be reviewing the relevant clips in this interaction, so should you want to watch the full body cam footage, including some fairly humorous clips of the police officers talking about other police impersonators in the area, you should go to the original upload. As always, if there's a case you would like to see us cover or a story you want to bring more attention to, you can let me know by emailing me at dreading.official@gmail.com. We're still consistently going through your suggestions and adding them to our list of stories to cover, and then beginning our research process.
God damn, get through the video, man!
We are just two people, so it will take us some time
Hey,
to sort
just
through
get to,
everything.
just
But
get
we
to,
promise
just
we
get
are
to the
fine.
video! Okay, there we go.
As we mentioned earlier, Omar is a private security guard, which is a position that gives him a fair amount of authority over other people. But notably, they can only exercise that power in certain specific situations. Should a teenager try and loiter in a private parking lot?
Actually, security guards don't really have any power over, like, anything, if I'm not mistaken. The way security guards work, usually, is, like, you don't actually have, like, any, like, massive power over anything. If you're, like, for example, if you're, like, guarding, like, a building, outside the building, right? Like, let's say you're hired to just, like, look over, like, an area or a building. You actually can't, like, stop anybody or, like, arrest anybody. You have no, like, power. But you can, if something sketchy is happening or something sketchy is going on while you're driving around or, like, walking around, you have to call the police. Like, you actually have to call, like, actual law enforcement. That's, like, all you could really do. You're just there to, like, essentially just watch and see if anybody's trying to do any shady business. Obviously, when it, like you just explained, like, if there's, like, kids loitering or something, yeah, I mean, I don't think you're gonna get in trouble for, like, kicking them off the premise. Like, that's fine. But, like, for the most part, like, if you walk up to a kid who's loitering and they say, like, no, I'm not gonna leave, you don't have, like, the power to, like, throw them out. Like, you don't have that, like, power. If they're just, like, loitering outside the building, you'd have to call, like, law enforcement. If I'm not mistaken. I can be corrected if somebody understands the law better than me, but I'm pretty sure that's, like, how it works. If it comes to, like, security guards in, like, a club or something, obviously that's different because you're standing inside the building. Like, you're actually actively in the building. And if you do something that goes against, like, the rules, then obviously the security guards can just, like, kick you out of the building. It's their building, their rules, right? Like, you could stand outside the building and just stand there, but, like, you can't go inside. I used to have a coworker that drove a Crown Vic with a spotlight and dressed in a uniform. He wasn't even security. He was a chaser. What does that mean? What's a chaser? God, I'm getting out braps. Yeah, Remy, it's Sissy Boy 1498.
Someone try to break into the facility that they're paid to secure, he gets to act as law enforcement for a few minutes, until actual law enforcement arrives. Because most security jobs are entry-level positions, meaning that they don't require any special training, these are often positions men and women who aspire to be police officers end up getting instead. While there are plenty of normal individuals who work these jobs, there are some people like Omar who use the position to live out their power fantasies. For the few moments between when they are alerted to some threat and when actual law enforcement arrive there, they can pretend that they are cops, without having to expend any of the effort to go through police training or passing a psych evaluation, which is really all they want to do. These individuals often believe that they are better than the average citizen, for whatever reason, that they can see the world clearly, where others are too bogged down by their petty selfish emotions. When they read the news or hear gossip, they believe that if they were involved in these stories, they would have made the morally right choice every single time, because they are just that good. But that is usually far from the truth. These individuals tend to be lazy and self-important, wanting to control others because they have no idea how to exercise control over their own lives.
That's so epic, Fox. I hated him. ROTC graduate. In Colorado, security can ask you to leave at any time if you're being a douche. They can only detain you with like handcuffs if you're acting violent. Really? Because I thought that the rule was like, if you're inside a building, of course, like inside the facility, obviously a security guard does have like actual power over you where they can like kick you out of the building and possibly detain you until law enforcement gets there because you're inside the building. But if you're just standing outside the building, a security guard can't come outside and be like, yeah, I'm going to put you in cuffs because you're not inside the building. You're just standing outside the building. Like if you're loitering, obviously a security guard can alert like authorities and be like, hey, this guy's loitering. He's not leaving. Just come get him. But you can't act as, you can't just be like law enforcement. You can't like pull people over. You can't like stop people in the area. You can't do that. Like that's just not something you can do. You can only really alert the authorities. That's like your only job. Is just you can alert authorities if something bad is happening. But if you're acting violent, it definitely depends on the state. Interesting. Huh. I guess I think here where I'm at, I don't think you have much power here. I'm pretty sure here it's literally just like you can't get involved. You could just call police. Depends on it on if the lot is considered property of the business, at least in Colorado. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Castle laws? I don't know what that is, but
they either choose not to go after the career they clearly covet due to laziness, or because they know that they will not meet the requirements to become an officer of the law. So they choose the closest option instead, and try to engage with the world as if they're police officers anyways. In this case, Omar would wear his security uniform outside of work, even though it was generally uncomfortable and heavy.
Well, actually, you know what, that was kind of mean, because I feel like people do security job work because it's just humble work, you know, it's easy work. Entry-level job, and if you're like big and you have like at least enough like if you're like a well-built person, I feel like working a security job's not that bad. It's like it's a pretty chill job as long as you take it like seriously and actually do it right instead of being like a douche or a dick. And I feel like it's not a big deal.
He would drive his work vehicle also, which had been deliberately modeled after a police car, and then he would flash his lights and sirens when driving, wanting the public
I'm saying
to
in
react
regards
to
to
him as
kicking
if
out
he were an
trespassers.
officer
I
of the
see.
law. So he just flashes his lights sometimes when he wants to pretend to be a copy, and as he did so, he carried various weapons in his car to continue to act out his fantasy. Okay, so that's not so funny. Though these cases tend to be humorous, especially compared to the other cases we have covered, men posing as law enforcement can be extremely dangerous to the general public. These are individuals who are trying to live out an elaborate power fantasy, one in which they are finally viewed as important, and are willing to break multiple laws in order to do so, meaning that their moral and ethical boundaries are already suspect. Say, for example, the driver Omar had pulled over was not an off-duty officer, but a young woman on her way home. She sees the flashing lights and his tactical vest, and immediately believes that she's going to get a ticket for speeding. She doesn't realize that he has no authority in this interaction, and reacts appropriately. What would stop Omar from abusing his fake authority in this situation? Trying to leverage the situation to get sexual favors from the young woman, or just blatantly assaulting her should she say no? There are plenty of actual officers who have been caught doing just that, so what would stop him? Not only that, but I'm not
trying to be a dick or anything, but like I'm not trying to be like a dick or anything, but I feel like if you got pulled over by somebody and then they start like immediately asking for like sexual favors, I think you kind of already know you shouldn't say yes to any of that. You know what I mean? Like, why would you like agree to giving the officer sexual favors? You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, why would you agree to that? Like, I don't know. That's just weird. That just feels weird. I don't know why you would ever like agree to actually giving these people like the favors. I guess maybe you're scared a little, maybe? That could be what it is. Maybe like you're like a little worried, you're a little scared. Maybe you're like afraid of what this person might do to you, possibly. That could be the case. Maybe that's what it is. Hi, Fen. I have a customer who keeps trying to get me to work for a security company. By then they have a gun in your face. Oh, true. If they're allowed to have a gun, because usually security guards don't. You're never permitted to have a gun. And from what I've seen, I don't think I've ever seen a security guard be allowed to like carry a gun. I think you're allowed to carry like pepper spray or like mace. I don't think you're allowed to carry a gun. But again, it could depend by state, I guess. I guess to be fair, it depends by state. But I don't think I've seen a state where they allowed security guards to carry weapons like a gun. But maybe it's to get off charges. Sounds like a Johnny Sins video. Like, I feel like if a fucking security guard came up to me on the side, pulled me over and I'm sitting in my car, and then they're just like, hey man, you can't be doing, like, if I'd probably ask them, like, are you a real cop? Like, what are you? And if they don't give me an explicit answer, I'm just gonna drive away. Like, I'm just like, I'm gonna leave. You know what I mean? They got tasers here? I see. It depends. There are different types of guards. I guess that's true, yeah.
Question his authority or realize that he's not an officer, how would Omar react? He had deliberately broken the law, and her calling 911 could result in him going to prison. The fragile power fantasy he had built would be broken, leaving him in a desperate state. Would he be willing to use the weapons or cuffs that he has in his car? How far would he go to avoid any legal repercussions? The fact is that these men are extremely dangerous, often in ways they don't understand. Now, with all of that properly established, let us begin.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing like 25. I change into the left lane gear and go to pass him, and he gets behind me with his, and turns on these white lights and his siren trying to pull me over. So I'm like, why is the security guy trying to pull me over?
Immediately, we can tell that Omar has terrible luck. Had he flashed his lights and used his sirens on a regular person, chances are that they would have immediately caved to his authority and done whatever he wanted them to do. What that exactly was, we can't say. Both his car and work uniform looked enough like they were police-issued that most people wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But the off-duty officer immediately understood what was happening. That distinction is vitally important in these cases, as Omar's actions would have to cause an average person to believe that they are interacting with law enforcement to be classified as criminal impersonation. But because Omar pulled over an officer who immediately understood the difference, much of the footage is the responding officers attempting to verify if his actions qualify. In other cases we have covered, the impersonators have already identified themselves as police officers to those in the area. They're usually in the midst of pulling someone over, or have been called in by a witness who they claim to be law enforcement too. In contrast, Omar did not verbally identify himself as an officer. But in our opinion, if a cruiser pulled up behind us, flashed their lights at us while playing a siren, and then told us we needed to slow down over the car's PA system, we would assume that they were police, or somehow affiliated with law enforcement. Omar's goal here should be to distance himself from any of those actions, as collectively they can be pretty damning. If he were to claim that he didn't have any sirens attached to the car, or that he didn't flash fake police lights, but just blinked his headlights at him, that would go a long way for his future defense.
So we Catholic Highway 28. Out of Florida, November, Bravo, Bravo, Bravo 29, NBB V29. You talking to me?
Yeah.
Man, rip this Omar guy. He probably lost his job after this.
I was driving recklessly. I thought he was drunk. I flashed my lights at him to get him to, but he's a security guard.
Yeah, I thought he was drunk. I was just trying to make sure he didn't hurt himself.
I thought he was
that's
drunk.
Really all it was. I was trying to make sure he didn't hurt himself. He flew past me and danced a little bit. So I flashed him and I went on my horn. I said, "Hey, slow down. Take it easy out here." And I passed him. And then I seen like he was trying to follow me, so I made the U-turn. That's all it was. I didn't try to stop him. I wasn't trying to pull him over. I just thought he was drunk. and I didn't want him to hurt
Templar, I'll
himself.
be with Price and security guy.
So Omar's initial story is that he thought the other officer was driving drunk because he passed him at an accelerated speed and, quote, danced a little, unquote, which means that he swerved a bit when he got in front of Omar's car. He frames that flashing his fake police lights and using a siren and then calling over to the other car from his speakers as him just being a concerned citizen who just wanted to ensure that the other driver was being safe. But there's a few holes in that narrative. Firstly, if you're driving and you believe that another person driving near you is intoxicated, it's in your best interest to let them pass and stay multiple car lengths behind them. Having a drunk driver in front of you is significantly less dangerous than if they were behind you, as they could easily accelerate and hit you without warning. Leaving multiple car lengths between you ensures that if they were to come to an abrupt stop...
I'm gonna be honest. Where's the goofy parts? I want to know where the goofy parts are, Aaron. I want to know... Oh, this is where he gets out of the vehicle. Ooh. Or is this him getting out of the vehicle? This guy's giving me like a lecture. I don't really want the lecture. I don't really want to know about all this.
You have time to stop safely, and they can't harm you as easily. Your safety and the safety of others in your car is the most important thing, and you should act accordingly. Secondly, if you're concerned about the occupants of the other vehicle's safety, you should probably just call the police immediately. It's their job to make sure that the roads are kept safe, and you have no real authority in that situation. Any direct input you might have could make the situation worse, and you're risking your own life. If you want to verify that no one else is hurt, following multiple car lengths behind while calling the authorities is probably the best bet. Should the car crash, you can immediately call emergency services, but otherwise you have no business getting involved directly. But let's say that Omar was right. The other driver was intoxicated and driving erratically. How could he, a security guard with absolutely no authority in that situation, help at all? Could he get the driver to pull over and see the error of their ways? No, because he's not law enforcement. If he were to get out of his car and engage with the other driver, he would
I was gonna say, that does sound kind of silly. His story makes no sense, because he's got no authority, no different than a regular person. Like, if you pulled him over realistically, or if you like told him to slow down or not slow down or just watch out, be careful, it's not going to change anything. The guy's like drunk. According to him, the guy's drunk. So it's like, you're not doing anything. If you think somebody's drunk, you should just like call the police. Which, I mean, funnily enough, that's like your job. It's literally your fucking job.
Himself in order to get them to listen to him, which is also a crime. So would him flashing his lights and yelling over a loudspeaker be helpful in general? No, because that would escalate the situation and cause the other driver to believe that they're now in a police chase, and then it would put more people in danger, or it could lead to the other driver becoming aggressive and hitting Omar's vehicle in retaliation. His involvement wouldn't have
wait a
helped the
minute, what? His
situation,
license
and his
is
actions here were entirely
suspended?
self-serving. He didn't like that the off-duty officer passed him in a generally aggressive way, cutting him off in the process. Because of that, he attempted to intimidate the other officer and pull him over in retaliation, only to be shocked when the driver immediately understood that he had no law enforcement affiliation.
Yeah, you know, this hour of the night and someone's flying past you and they dance a little bit. I just wanted to make sure, hey man, hey, you take it easy, buddy. You're gonna hurt yourself out here like that. But I didn't come out the car. I didn't do anything. I pulled up next to him and I spoke on the horn. I said, hey man, take it easy. You're gonna hurt yourself out here.
He was driving what?
Pretty fast. He flew past me and the car danced a little bit.
Dog, you go like 5 under the speed limit.
Either intoxicated or...
You go 5 under the speed limit, dude. Anybody going past you is gonna fly past you. Normally, people go 5 over the speed limit. You're going 5 under the speed limit. So, like, that's 10 miles per hour faster than you. So, like, I don't...
So I just said, hey, slow down. And then I passed him. I never got out the vehicle, none of that. I just wanted to tell her, hey, don't make sense killing yourself trying to get home. We're all gonna get home.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense.
Where were you guys coming
He's drunk. He's not gonna listen to you.
Duty. I'm going home. I live right off of Jeff.
Off duty where?
Beg pardon?
Where were you
Over
working?
in Winter Park. I just came from the Wawa. See? I just came from the Wawa. I went and got a drink at the Wawa.
Okay. Were you putting your siren on, or?
I flashed them.
With what lights?
Oh, I have my takedown. I have those lights here, and then I hit my horn. That said, hey, and then I took the radio. I said, hey, slow down.
Okay.
And then he followed me, so I made a U-turn because I was like, oh, maybe the guy, maybe now he's
Did
road
you have a
raging.
siren on here at all?
No, I did my horn.
Right, but do you have any red and blues on here?
No, I can show you my lights. If you want to see them, I can show you.
Give me 1 second, man.
A few things of note. Firstly, Omar would later amend the story and state that he did get out of the car to talk to the driver. However, the off-duty officer
Yikes.
ordered him to get back into his vehicle until the other officers arrived. So he did get out of the car and attempted to approach the driver in an authoritative manner. Secondly,
he's lying.
instead of distancing himself from the flashing lights, or using a siren or getting on the car's loudspeaker, he admits to all of it in one fell swoop. He could have at least stated that he flashed his headlights.
I was gonna say, if the story's true of him just like flashing the lights and then speaking over the speaker saying like, hey, just be careful, man, then I don't think the officer would have pulled him over. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, if a security guard just like pulled up on an officer and said like, hey, be careful, man, you're going a little fast, I don't think an officer would stop the security guard and be like, hey man, what the hell's wrong with you, man? Hey man. They'd probably just drive away and wouldn't care. They'd probably just be like, okay, dude. Like, it's very obvious that the story isn't true. Like, it just feels like it's an obvious lie. It feels very obvious.
But he takes special care to say that he flashed his, quote, takedowns, unquote, meaning the flashing lights inside of his car that are meant to mimic police lights. Unbeknownst to Omar, he's given this officer more than enough information to cite him for impersonating law enforcement, all the while believing he is showcasing his innocence.
Why does he have these things in his vehicle? Like, why does he have these, like, specs in his vehicle? I can't imagine as a security guard, like, the company provided him with these things to put in his car, either. Like, this isn't something that, like, when you get hired for the job, they just provide you with, like, lights and a horn and all these things, right? I feel like that's not how it works. They don't just provide you with all these, like, things. So he personally went out of his way to, like, spec his car out so that it had, like, the horn and a speaker and lights that can impersonate, like, law enforcement. Like, he went out of his way to do that. Because I feel like you don't just get given that stuff. Because this is his car, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, so he just decked his car out so he can impersonate officers.
Price is on here. So Price is saying that this guy was going behind him at 25. This guy's saying that Price was driving like a wild guy. He thought Price was drunk. So he tried to pull him over. He tried to sit there and flash like white lights on him. Hey, chill out. Stop.
Because he's coming off of work.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
What's going on? Where are you security at?
I work over in Winter Park at Central Place.
Uh-huh.
I went to the Wawa, and while I'm going home, the gentleman flew past me, and his car danced. So I thought he might have been intoxicated. I didn't want him to hurt himself. So I blew my horn and I flashed the light, and I put my speaker up and I pulled next to him and said, hey, slow down. You're gonna hurt yourself. And then I kept on driving, and he looked like he was gonna he started following me. So I made a U-turn. I think he may got in road rage or something. I'm like, I don't want to.
Dog, you weren't even working. This is like off duty. Both of them are off duty apparently. So he's coming off of work. He's going home. This isn't like he's like working, unless he is working. I could be taking this wrong, but he's not even like working. So he's just like he's like unironically pulling somebody over for like no reason. It's not even your job anymore, dude. Just go home. Like, realistically, if a guy is like speeding past you and he's like seems intoxicated, that's literally not your problem. I know that sounds like kind of retarded because, you know, they could hurt somebody, right? But like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? There's nothing you can do.
I just didn't want to hurt himself. I made the U-turn, and then he kept on following me, so I came here to make another U-turn. And then when I seen him, he was behind me. I said, well, maybe something is wrong, because he kept following me. I said, well, maybe something's wrong. Let me get out and find out. I said, hey, when I got out, he said, oh, stay in your vehicles. I said, well, I don't know what the heck is going on at this point. I just didn't want him to get into an accident, because, you know, it was doing pretty fast, and the car kind of did a little fishtail. I just didn't want him to get hurt. That's all it was.
Omar's story just changed in a significant way. as he now admits to getting out of the car. This is actually a fairly important change, as there's no real reason for him to get out of the car to talk to the other driver, especially if he, as he just stated, believed the other driver was drunk or that this situation had advanced to a road rage incident. Him getting out of his vehicle would only serve to escalate the situation, putting himself and the public in danger, which is the antithesis of what he claims he wanted to do.
He doesn't know what he's
According
doing
to the
because he's a
off-duty
security
officer,
guard. He's not a
Zachary
real
Price,
officer.
he pulled to the side of the road first, following Omar for a bit after the interaction, because he was on the phone with the authorities. He knew that Omar wasn't affiliated with any local police departments, and understood that whoever was in the security vehicle was attempting to pass themselves off as if they were. After he pulled over, Omar pulled up in front of him and got out of the car. He approached Price's car, but the off-duty officer told him to return to his until other uniforms were on the scene. That version of events makes more sense, as you can easily follow Price's reasoning throughout. Meanwhile, if Omar was genuinely only acting as a concerned citizen, he would have contacted the authorities the moment he believed that there was a drunk driver on the road. He would have given the police the license plate number and followed him, but not engaged, as he would have had no reason to. But instead, he acted as if he was an officer of the law, and escalated at every interval.
Are you retired or anything?
Retired?
Yeah.
Well, I'm past military.
No, are you retired law enforcement or anything?
Not in the U.S. Not in the U.S.
He has never worked
does
in
that
law
mean?
enforcement. End of sentence.
What does that mean? Past military. Like, he's past military. So he's retired military. Just say you're like, you're retired military or something, I guess. I don't know. Like, in the past he was in the military, I guess, is what he's saying.
And when we looked into his military background, we only found records of another individual with his name who perished in a helicopter crash. That is to say...
What? This guy's a ghost. This guy's dead. He died? What the hell? What are they talking to? What the fuck? This guy perished in a... Did he survived? He survived the crash? Oh, fuck.
We found no records showing he was a retired military veteran who ever did any police work outside of the country, so we can potentially add stolen valor to his list of accomplishments.
Yeah,
on
stolen
this
valor,
night.
dude.
But
Holy
Omar is
shit.
attempting to put forward the notion that he has some law enforcement or military affiliation, so that the responding officers will show him a bit of leniency.
I want to think past military
that
means like he went through the process of almost becoming military and then quit. Is what I think. He thought about it. That's like me saying I was past military. That's like me saying like I used to be in the military because I went through the process before leaving for boot camp, and then I was like, I don't want to go, and then I quit.
To some degree,
Right.
because most people have a bias towards those they are similar to. But his attempt to put forward that notion was extremely weak and easy to see through. If he had any law enforcement affiliation, he would have presented that immediately.
So you've never been to
In a past life, maybe.
UI school or anything like
Well,
that?
like
to
this,
recognize-
well, you got to understand, Snails. Like that was what he did when he perished, right? Like he perished in the car, like the helicopter accident, and then he got like resurrected, and now he's here. Now he's here. That's like what happened. You don't understand. They just don't see that.
Nice patterns of impairment.
No, I didn't go to no DOI school. I just traditionally going home. I just didn't want him to get hurt. I was a concerned citizen at this point.
Okay.
That's all it was.
Well,
I never got out the vehicle.
issue we have here is
No, I
you're
already
dressed as
had a
law
bagel.
enforcement. You're in a vehicle that's outfitted as law enforcement. So therefore, somebody's going to mistake you as law enforcement when you're not
But
law
I never
enforcement.
got out the vehicle.
Okay, but usually when a concerned citizen sees somebody that they believe to be impaired, they call us.
But I was
They
on-
don't
I was
flash
actually-
lights.
I was on the phone at the same time.
So what lights did you flash?
I have my takedowns.
So you flashed your takedowns.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do your takedowns entail?
The
Right
front.
202 print me and I'll be 51 to the other 22.
He's sweating,
We're going
dude.
to skip ahead about 5 minutes here,
He's
as
sweating.
the officer goes to speak with Price about the interaction.
Where was this at, Price?
Marcus, you hate Jews if you say no, unless she makes them like Anissa. How does Anissa make them? Do you have like a picture of Anissa's bagels? I can guarantee you my wife makes better bagels than Anissa, bro. If my wife was going against Anissa in like a cook-off, dude, it wouldn't even be a competition. Anissa would get absolutely raped. She'd get fucking bent over and fucked. She could never. She could never master. She's older than my wife too, and my wife's already better than her, so it doesn't even matter. That's crazy. She's been around longer, she's had more time, and she still can't do it better than my wife. That's crazy. She fed Ian literal slop. What? Okay, now I need to see this. She fed Ian literal slop. Okay, now I need to see the fucking Anissa food that she's making. Internet versus Anissa's cooking? Oh my god. No wonder this guy admitted to having, like, IBS, bro. She's feeding him, like, shit that's, like, destroying his insides. His stomach is, like, fucking cooked. What is this?
But what
is this? I found
would
this.
needle be? Oh, thank you. Check it out, guys.
What is
It's
that?
basically it's like a bread pudding.
What? What is that? You know what? I'll give her this. The bagel doesn't look all that bad. If she made the bagel, it doesn't look all that bad.
Bread pudding.
Bread pudding?
But it's like banana and gluten-free stuff.
What is that? It looks like slop. Oh. Looks tough. It does look like it's a bit, like, stale, maybe. Who serves a bagel like that? I don't even know. She didn't cut it. She didn't cut down the middle or anything, so she didn't spread anything down in the inside. My wife is professional like that. She be making it all nice and good and shit. Yeah, my wife would totally win in a cook-off, bro. That's crazy. That's tough. Items. I got a wife who can cook. I saw this video.
Over the past few months, Anissa...
I'm getting derailed, but I have to see this now because now that we're, like, mentioning it, like, I have to see this because there's no way. I have to see this food.
has taken a liking to talking about and posting her cooking adventures online. She's done this in the form of tweets, talking about it on her podcast with Ian, or bringing Ian food live on stream. In response to this, the internet has given her some support by various commenters, but she's also got a lot of people A-logging her meals.
Gamma, I'm eating warm
Basically,
soup.
every time something she's cooked gets revealed on the internet, it's swarmed with replies. Some people argue that going after Anissa for her cooking is low-hanging fruit or not funny, but I'll let you be the judge of that. There's really no need for more introduction, so welcome to the internet versus Anissa's cooking. It starts when Wild Pitch Offense posted this clip on the H2H Production subreddit with the caption, "I just spit out my drink. Oh my fucking god. Ain't no way we got this clip of Anissa."
That I'm very confident in.
Yeah.
And then everything else, I'm like,
What would you pick for your like life confidence?
cooking and baking.
Cooking and
That one,
baking.
for sure.
Culinary, we'll
Yeah,
say.
culinary.
Okay, she's confident in that.
I have culinary confidence.
Nice. What else do you have?
Like whatever I do for
Visual arts.
No, whatever I do for what would you call what I do for Creator Clash?
Oh, right, because yeah, that is more of a life element.
She's confident in that.
What would you call that?
I wouldn't
I'd
be
say
very confident in that. Communication,
Yeah.
I would not be confident.
Communication.
That's not,
Communication
no,
and culinary
I
crafting.
disagree. I disagree.
And Monzerbird replies, "What the fuck is this podcast? If I knew nothing about these two and saw this clip, I'd think they were the most boring people ever. There's zero vibes happening here." And Big Guthix replies, "They fail at
Failing,
podcasting
boring.
anytime they try to make it public. Gets no views. So now they do a paywalled one on their Patreon and just use that as the excuse of why it's so low viewed." And Farfault replies, "I'm a communist. Fuck capitalism. Anywho, if
Okay,
you
wait,
want to watch
wait.
my podcast, you have to pay me."
The clip we're gonna see the Anissa pie. We have a reference. We actually have a good reference here because Fox made a pie, and we saw that pie that Fox made.
$7.50 monthly subscription.
And we liked
Over
the
on
pie.
the r/I miss the old items subreddit, Mad87645 posted this clip with the caption, "Anissa got impatient and
just
interrupted
ripped
Ian's
my
stream to
fucking
make him review her
pants at
pie. Ian says it was sour."
What? Wait, What? What? Anissa got impatient and interrupted Ian's stream to make him review her pie. Ian says it was sour, needed cream or ice cream to balance it, and hands it back without finishing. Also, he struggles to name a cassowary even though he loves them.
Or needed cream or ice cream to balance it, and hands it back without finishing. Also, he struggles to name a cassowary even though he loves them.
So it's got to be ostrich then. Or it could be this fucker. What is this guy called? I love these, by the way. Oh, the boy and the heron. It could be in the heron category.
What is this content?
What are they called? They have a cool name. They stomp the ground. It's not a kiwi.
What is he
They're
talking
fucking
about?
devilish. Whoa.
I got a little impatient, so I didn't let
Oh,
it.
I gotta see
It's
the
so
pie.
red.
I know.
You didn't dye it or anything.
No. It's the skin.
Just the skin.
Yeah, the crust got fucked up because I didn't wait for it to cool all the way. I got impatient, and it's gluten free.
Cassowary.
Hold on,
thank
I
you,
gotta see
Einstein's
this.
But
Grandpa.
I want you to try it.
Okay, we're doing a quick pie review.
What the fuck? The inside looks...
All the way I got impatient, and it's gluten free.
Cassowary. Thank you, Einstein's Grandpa.
But I want you to try it.
Okay, we're doing a quick pie review.
It doesn't have an inside. It's just bread, and then the stuff that goes on the inside is on the outside. What am I looking at? It looks like nursing home peach cobbler. It's not inside. There's no. It's not a pie anymore. It's just bread and some like schlop. I don't understand. Where's the piece? It's not like a piece of pie. It's all crumbled. Completely crumbled. It's not. There's nothing. It's just the bread on the right and the soup that goes inside on the left. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Anissa says she got impatient. Ooh. Mmm.
It looks like a chewed up Pop-Tart.
I thought it was gonna be too.
The little is so fake. It's so fake.
Sour.
Yeah.
The first bite was like pretty sour, but then was mellowed immediately.
Yeah.
Crab apple pie. Mmm. It's not too sour for a single slice. Like if this
He's
is
trying
like,
so hard to be nice on stream, bro.
But like it is hard to eat a lot because it is so sour.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did the
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
It's a hard watch.
It's still sour, huh?
I mean, I'm sensitive to the sour.
Go. Oh, it's a
Did the
hard
salted
watch.
Caramel help?
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
I had more of it in the first bite. That one was just raw
So you
apple.
probably more salt.
This
think
isn't
the
what I
salted-
do. When I have to test my wife's food, I just like moan like I'm not gonna.
Caramel's helping, yeah.
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 He sounds like a dad
When you
eating
get
his
the
little
salted
kid's awful
caramel
cooking.
bite.
Yeah.
Need some whipped cream? Yeah, that's a good idea.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
He didn't finish it.
meh, more salted.
It's definitely good when I'm
Oh,
hungry
this is
for
so hard to watch.
food.
Not that good then.
Correct.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like something to balance it out, like vanilla ice cream, someone says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I really like it, but
Oh,
I also like rhubarb pie.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
so-
sour. It makes
Not
you
gonna
feel
lie, I
like
like it.
Yeah, it makes you crave the other side of it, which is just like a cream.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Templar's watching my video? Oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
No.
Because
No, don't leave.
Seeing the take me out to the bowl game at Dodger Stadium. Oh my god.
No.
And Saba.
They made some deep level, and it's pathetic. And so I will continue to cover the topics that I want.
What?
These people are just dishonest. There's
essential. This is awesome.
On key. Sure.
When does he start the video? Holy shit! Hold on, hold on! Listen to him slamming the keyboard with his fat fingers!
The movie.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
The movie.
Holy... Jesus Christ! Can you guys hear me when I type on my keyboard? Like, here. Can you guys hear that at all? I have like clicky keyboard. I have like a clicky keyboard. Mine like has a lot of clicks. You hear that? Mine clicks. And I don't think you guys can even hear that. Bye, Remy. See you. Bye. Crabapple seeds and cores can form cyanide. I think she was trying to kill him. Yes, we all correctly guessed that Templar is a greasy mung. You can hear the keys crying from his 12-pound sausage fingers. He's like slamming the desk.
Coming soon. All right. The movie. George Floyd.
How do you hit the keyboard that hard?
George Floyd the
How?
movie is coming soon.
How?
All right.
He has to be extremely overweight. That's not how. How do you like slam on the keyboard that hard? I don't understand. Maybe I just have a good mic. Maybe my mic is just better. Maybe I just have a really great mic. It's like this is like Tactical Templar in the future. Okay, hold on. I gotta get to the video. I gotta get to the actual reaction. I have to get to the reaction of the video. I'm too keen. I'm too like honed in on the fat fingering of the keyboard.
I will make a thumbnail for that later on.
I made a berry cheesecake and my girlfriend moaned when she ate it. Oh, I do that all the time, man. When my wife makes food, I'm like,
Floyd. Oh man, I can only imagine. All right.
Okay, what I'm assuming here, we gotta make a, let's see. Okay, yeah. Here, we have to get to, let's predict what's gonna happen here. So, one, I think he's gonna call Mrow a furry. I think he's gonna immediately gravitate towards calling Mrow a furry because of the cat PNG. He's gonna call him a furry. What else is he gonna say in this video? He's going to say Mrow is delusional and he has a mental disorder. I think he's going to say that Mrow has like some mental issue or mental disorder is what I think he's going to do. What's another thing that he might say in this or he might do in this that's like Tactical Templar-esque? I think he might... He's maybe, I want to say he might bring up politics. He might try to bring up politics and claim Mrow is like a leftist, like some form of like leftist or something. He's going to accuse him of being a virgin and pedo, possibly. Oh, true. He might accuse him of being a virgin or like he doesn't get any women or something, or he has no experience with getting women. Which, to be fair, Mrow's experience, that he might be a little spot on. He's gonna call Mrow a furry and trans. My earbuds died at work. Fuck my chunkus life. Mira, no! Mira! No! No!
I'm not sure if I should.
Here. I gotta change the title. I've done more than Templar at the very least. Okay, true.
So this is a video from a content creator that looks to be a furry. By the name.
He even started the video. Oh my god. It's like it's too easy. It's too fucking easy. Too fucking easy, man. We haven't even started the video. He's already called him a furry. Wouldn't Mrow being a virgin before marriage be based according to Templar's morals? I mean, you should. I'm not a furry. I'm a cartoon cat.
Name of Morowin.
Different.
Morowin.
Mr. Owen.
Morowin.
Yes.
I don't know what their
Yes, there you go. There.
Their avatar is a this is their avatar. Yeah. So I watched about half of this before I stopped. And so yeah, I wasn't sure if people wanted me to actually react to this. But yeah, we can do it right now. I can turn it into a video.
God, dude.
Why is Tectone here? True.
Why is Tectone here? Is Tectone someone else in his chat? What?
Brothers, it's a reality that on the internet as a content creator.
He does this on live? That's how he makes his videos? What the fuck? I didn't realize. He does this just live. Oh. Should I make pie to Mager? Yes, yes.
Or you are going to get
No
people
maidens?
that don't like you. For whatever reason. Sometimes it's legitimate, like in the case of the quartering or DSP. And sometimes it's not legitimate, like in the case of me. So I have a series of haters. Many of them are furries, degenerates, mentally ill, morally disgusting.
Okay,
They're retards.
We got 2 boxes checked. So he's mentally ill. He's mentally ill and he's a degenerate simply because he made a video on you. Okay.
That I've covered on this channel.
What would you do if I blew my shit smooth off? I mean, it would be upsetting. I definitely wouldn't be happy if you did that, but I mean, there's nothing I could really do about it, you know, Chris. I mean, you shouldn't. Templar has one of the best intros. I mean, no one here has one of those. I guess you're not wrong. I guess you're right.
A video like this, I'm actually a little bit excited to talk about it because this is just
Excited?
such a
Okay.
clear-cut example of how dishonest and how stupid these people really are. And they are expecting that the audience knows nothing about me. Otherwise, this entire thing just immediately falls apart. This thing evaporates the moment that anyone knows anything about me or my content. So these people are hoping beyond hope that you know nothing about me.
If I did that, I'd call
That
my
is
friend
what
Jared.
they are.
Oh, that's
they are
good.
desperate. Oh God, please don't have this guy actually react and expose me. So, without further ado, we're gonna watch a little bit of this video. We'll see how far I feel it's worth continuing. But I want to start. I want to play this guy in his own words, and yeah, we're gonna really get into this because this guy seems to have an allergy to telling the truth.
I feel like we'd just be best friends, and I bet she would taste
No, I
delicious.
want him
Imagine
to
how
react.
much
This is what I
steak
wanted. Please react.
It's when she's 18.
I think I'm okay with saying this. There was a YouTuber by the name of Tactical Templar that kind of made Jesus seem pretty cool.
That's a really high compliment. I appreciate it, Tech Dome brother.
I now officially have my own page on Kiwi Farms. I think I have been very cool up to this point, but now I have a major bone to pick with Kiwi Farms. Do you know what absolutely is making me lose my mind? We are at war.
We are at war
on Kiwi Farms.
I declare war on Kiwi Farms.
So that clip right there about Kiwi Farms, that was a joke. Anyone who's familiar with my content knows that was a joke. Because somebody compared me to the quartering, so I said, we are at war. But this person deceptively edited that to make it seem like I was actually declaring war on Kiwi Farms. I've made my...
Wait, it's just a funny clip. It's just a funny clip of you saying, we're at war, Kiwi Farms. I don't know. It's like...
position on Kiwi Farms crystal clear.
You're being deceptive, Mrow.
That Kiwi Farms, they do some
Hello,
good stuff, they do some bad stuff. Sometimes they're a
good
little
luck,
naughty,
Chris.
sometimes they
Thank
do
you for the
amazing work, like
memberships.
exposing Kefals.
Welcome at Unlisted Dash Channel
I don't
23
even know how people
Wortish.
there are still sane going through some of the stories with Kefals. These people are like the underbelly of the internet. And some of them are good, some of them are bad. You know, it's like anything. Yeah, they try
Mrow's
to
the
dox
underbelly
me,
of the
but they
internet.
try to dox everyone.
Oh,
I don't think I'm special.
Trust
in
me,
that
I don't think Mrow's the underbelly. He's definitely the overbelly, okay? Big and chunky.
way that I think that I would be immune from that. Like if you go through their lolcow page, they've tried to dox everyone. Yeah, now most of the things on my page that the person who created that page, you know, put up there, most of it's bullshit. In fact, I would say probably 99% of it is just bullshit based on the framing of a very mentally ill, very sad, perverted person that very likely is probably a fucking furry. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to make that abundantly.
We haven't, dude. We are a couple seconds in, and Mrao is already a perverted, like furry. Mrao is a mentally ill, perverted furry.
Later, I wasn't actually declaring war on Kiwi Farms. That's silly. That's absolutely fucking silly.
It would, yeah. I mean, it would be silly,
you
wouldn't
can see
it?
the tone and tenor of this type of video, where it's all deceptively edited clips. It's all dishonest. It's to create a narrative, and sort of like the George Floyd narrative that we talked about in the previous video. These people have no problem lying if they think it's in furtherance of a goal or a cause.
War! I declare war on Kiwi Farms! How dare you? What kind of animal do you think I am? Don't hurt her.
Yeah, so my chat thought I was going to be mean to her, but no, this poor person.
Oh my god.
I mean,
is he going to pause
I
it every
genuinely
second?
feel bad for this person. So this VTuber, this was just a person that I found at the...
You don't gotta, okay, Mr. Templar, you don't gotta defend every little bit. This is just the opening. This is just the opening. Okay?
lowest
It's just
level
for funny.
of Twitch.
It's just to be
For
funny.
those who don't know, from time to time, I go on Twitch and I actually scroll down to the very bottom, people who have 0 views. And I go in and I see if this person's normal or they're interesting, and my chat really liked this person. They were telling stories about Blockbuster, and they happen to have a petite female VTuber avatar, which is normal for that sort of culture. But the person was cool, and they had never had anyone donate to their entire chat. Like, nobody had ever donated to them, so I gifted them 5 subs. A small act of, appreciation. That there was somebody who was relatively
You didn't
cool
even
at
have
the
to
very bottom of
explain
Twitch.
that. You didn't have to explain that. That was not something, you didn't have to explain how you donated 5 gifted subs to this petite anime girl. You could have let the clip play, man. No one needed to know the full story. Now it just looks even sillier.
Other
fucking
content
love
creators
him
have
so
done this,
much.
by the way. Moist Critical has done this. Asmongold has done this, but apparently I'm the one that gets the inordinate amount of shit for it. It's ridiculous. And they went after this poor girl for no fucking reason. Absolutely no reason. This girl didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. These people are just making this shit the fuck up because they have nothing else.
What kind of animal do you think I am? Don't hurt her.
They were cute and funny.
Tactical
Is that
Templar is
such a
known mostly for
crime?
causing Tectone's religious awakening following his multiple allegations. And in fairness, he hasn't been accused of any sexual misconduct since going to church. The Tectone connection is pretty boring considering the rest of his content though. From Gamergate Brie Larson hate to religious preaching, there is a lot to enjoy about this crusader's eccentric personality. However, for me, there is one topic that takes the cake. Tactical Templar has a bit of an infatuation with lolly adjacent content online.
What is lolly adjacent content? What does that mean? I have an infatuation with it? No. I don't like lolly content. But unlike you mentally ill freaks, who, by the way, are comprised of some of the most degenerate, dishonest people on the planet, I don't have this need to virtue signal and condemn every person that I see. Maybe it's because you're trying to hide something from your past, but I don't feel the same need to condemn somebody like Rev Says Desu. I can just say I disagree with some of the things that they think. There are many people
You're getting
that I'm
owned.
friendly with that I disagree with vehemently. Nuxtaku, for example. Nuxtaku is Jewish. I'm Christian. We are diametrically opposed on that. And yet, somehow, some way, I don't just throw Nuxtaku into the deepest, darkest pit. I'm like, what are we doing here? These people have, I mean, they're socially illiterate. But more than that,
Let's see if he ignores the overarching point. Let's see if he ignores it.
Compensate for their own degenerate, disgusting, just unctuous lifestyle. And the fact of the matter is that I would put a furry on the firing squad before I would put a lolly. Because some people
what?
Just like things
What? What? Did I hear what he just said? He'd put a furry on the firing squad before he'd ever put a lolly on the fire. Oh my god. You mean like a person who just likes to dress up in like a fucking animal costume should be like shot and killed more than somebody who's like jerking their shit off to like art of like a child anime character? Like, I agree, none of them should be murdered, right? None of them should be shot and killed, but you like the comparison is very different. There's one that's like extreme, like pretty evil, and there's one that's like subpar, like pretty fucking normal. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Consider cute.
Whoa, what? That I consider cute?
Compensate for their own degenerate, disgusting, just unctuous lifestyle. And the fact of the matter is that I would put a furry on the firing squad before I would put a lolly. Because some people just like things that are cute. And while I may not be down...
Cats, you're right. Cats, you called it. Sometimes people just like cute things, man. Has it ever occurred to anybody that sometimes people just like it cute? Maybe even a little funny. All right, sometimes things are just cute and funny. Can I not enjoy something cute and funny? This is so rough. Oh my god. Yes, we're so back. Yes.
Down with that. I don't know why Rev Says Desu has a...
Like, wait, okay. If we're being serious and we're not just making fun of the guy, right? Let's be serious for a second. What is okay, his argument is like, oh, furries are worse than lollies because sometimes people just like cute things. What is like evil about a furry? Like just about like a furry. Just like inherently just a furry. Somebody dressed up in like a very obvious like fake animal character costume. Like, you not think that people might find that cute as well? Or maybe they find it like fun or something? I don't know. Like, I don't understand. I don't like understand the difference, I guess.
Smell lolly avatar. I don't know why that happens to be their thing. It's not my thing. I've never claimed that to be my thing. In fact, one of the things that I've said in the past, which we're going to look into in a later bit of this video, is I actually called out somebody who was posting things that I thought were a little bit inappropriate. And this person tried to reframe it as though I were the one that was promoting the thing. These people are just dishonest. And I mean, they're just loons.
Well,
and there's nothing substantive.
Just let the video play so we can kind of see how dishonest they are
about anything that they do or say. It's ridiculous.
Mine, whether it's VTubers.
The other favorite VTuber I have is Kobo. Yeah, she's funny. Kobo's hilarious.
How do you say that in Indonesian?
You're my rope. Shit's funny. Papa.
In Indonesia
or
literally a drooling toddler watching a cartoon.
discussions about the moral ramifications of AI-generated CP.
And even if it
He doesn't know how to respond to that part. He doesn't know what to say to that. He sounds kind of like an overweight J Schlatt. Kinda. He doesn't know how to respond to the drooling toddler comments. It's funny. Yeah, I like her. She's super funny. Okay, dude.
And this is what I'm talking about. So this fucking freak, this dishonest mongoloid inbred retard,
Jesus,
is trying to make the case that I am defending AI-generated child porn. The problem is, and we're going to go back and we're going to rewatch it. The problem with this is
Ramifications of AI-generated CP.
And even if I'm the one, this is me, Fan Advocacy Network, isn't Peter Pan Wendy a kid? I'm the one pointing out that in the picture that they showed, I'm guessing that one of the people was Wendy. So I'm pointing out the fact that one of them seemed to be a kid. Lunar Archivist
I'm
is
not
the one
making
that
the
pushed
case
back
that he is
saying her
defending
exact
it.
age isn't ever given, I think. And more importantly, this is a joke. And
I just
even
said
if
he was
it wasn't,
discussing
she's
it.
fictional. So my whole purpose in this is this person here said even if it was a kid, if it's AI generated or if it's a fictional character, then it's not immoral. So my whole point in the video was to posit the question, what is the internet's reaction going to be? What is their moral bottom line going to be when you have AI generated images about children in these suggested positions? What is the internet's consensus going to be on that? I'm positive.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be any different than...
But this fucking freak is so stupid that he's actually trying to recontextualize and reframe this dialogue in the most dishonest way imaginable to make it seem like I'm the one advocating for this. This is just slop. It's garbage.
You heard
These
it here
freaks are
first, Mrow.
pathetic.
This is
works, so
pathetic
even if it was a
schlop.
kid, she's fictional. So that
This is Hassan Piker levels of commentary.
I
that
am
really
not
got me pondering. That got my
stupid.
noggin jogging. So what will be the internet's moral conclusion
What will be the internet's moral conclusion
about AI-generated images
about AI-generated images
that contain lewd scenes with
small children
But
of small children? What will be the internet's conclusion?
Templar, please let the video
When
play, man.
This statement,
Ugh.
and even if it weren't, she's fictional, what would be the internet's conclusion? And then this freak goes on to say, well...
Wait, is he going to skip it?
You had Shondo getting banned, and this person, Tactical Templar, defended Shondo from
You don't got to
banning
explain it, man. Just
them,
let the
which
video play
should
and
be
then
the modus
respond to it.
operandi for everyone. But at the same time, this person ignores the fact that I criticize Shondo. These people view everything through this creepy and deranged perception of lolly.
Is he going to skip it?
Which these people can't define. They don't know what it means. And also, we're about to enter what I think, for me, is the most stunning indictment of people like this. This person is about to show a video clip from Internet Adjacent. That name may seem familiar to you. Internet Adjacent was the gay furry that sexually assaulted another gay furry at a furry convention.
He skips so much. Does he like dead ass just skips that entire part with the Shondo stuff? God damn. Okay. He just skips it. He power move. Power move. Power move. Get owned. You can't own him if he doesn't have to respond to it. Get owned. Dude, keep watching. He sips like...
Judge me by my enemies. These people 100% tell on themselves. They do. They reveal themselves to be people with no character, no class, no intelligence, no honesty. And it's pathetic. And so I will continue to cover the topics that I want to talk about. I will continue to collab with the people that I want to collab with. I will criticize the people that I want to criticize. and I will do all of it without being influenced by any of these people because they have no moral leg to stand on in any way, shape, matter, or form.
They're going to be losing their subscriptions. This company's evil.
This uncritical blind defense would result in Templar facing some critique, notably in a video by Internet Adjacent. The only
Okay,
thing
yeah.
Templar
So he
directly
does
responds to in
skip
this
the Shondo stuff. He does skip it.
video is a single clip about Shondo. He ignores everything else.
Whoa, sex. Whoa, sex. Cunny.
That's weird that she's an adult. Because her...
Or if he just simply doesn't know. But in the clip he just
Wait,
reacted to for his response video,
wait.
Shondo is spouting multiple pedophile...
Like, say anything. He just skips it. Shameless. He's so it's kind of awesome, honestly. I can't even lie. It's pretty awesome. He like shamelessly just fucking skips over this part.
Dog whistles. For those unaware, Pomf originated in a hentai manga as the sound effect used when a child falls onto a bed. The comic has been parodied countless times online, but don't get it twisted. The term comes from a hentai work involving a fictional child. It's no surprise
Templar
that the
owning
word
the
has since been
chuds.
adopted by a lot of
True.
online lolicons for reasons that should be pretty obvious. The other dog whistle is a bit less niche. I don't really want to have to explain this one. It should be pretty obvious to most people who have a slight grasp on internet culture. The chibi defense he uses is also pretty silly. Shondo literally calls herself a lolly in her oldest YouTube video. Regardless, this
Like, the level of autism in this is crazy.
Yeah?
Like, I don't know if this person is genuinely retarded and just socially illiterate.
He is a bit.
But brother,
Oh, okay. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Mrow can be a tad bit silly. He could be a little bit, you know, he might be on the spectrum, just a little bit. So I guess maybe he's right on something. Engage with the points, Templar.
I don't want Shondo. Are you confused? Are you fucking stupid? I don't want Shondo. The reason I defended Shondo was because she was banned by Twitch. I don't like Twitch. I don't trust Twitch. Like, Shondo is an adult. Like, I thought that her content was geared more towards adults.
Okay, what?
I've never seen...
What?
Shondo try to appeal to children. I've never seen her outwardly sexualize her content. Like, she says some words that are apparently like deep lore internet dog whistles that freaks like you can pick
He ignores
up
the
on.
part of the video where I explain how her ban was justified. No, I know. He literally just like skims over that part completely, ignoring the entire point over like the words that she like the video, the clip of why she was like banned, reasons for why she's being banned. I'm so like
Pomf? Fucking really? That's what you have to go on? Oh my god. Like, this is deep level autistic spurgery bullshit. And brother, let me just tell you, this is fucking embarrassing. This is really embarrassing. Now, maybe it's because you're a degenerate that you're into all of this other shit and you know all this terminology. But I guarantee you, if you asked Asmongold half the shit, he wouldn't know it either. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just
dog
me.
whistles don't
Maybe I'm
exist if
too
I
much
don't
of a
see them.
normie. Maybe I haven't lost my mind in the bowels of the fucking internet, but what are we doing?
Maybe
You're supposed
I haven't lost my mind in the bowels of the internet. He's too normal for us. He's too normal. He's just not internet brained enough. He's too normal.
What Pomf means. Get the fuck out of here. If I find that somebody is worth defending, I'll defend them. If I find somebody's worth criticizing, I'll criticize them. It's really that simple. It's not that deep. You people are pushing this because you have some vendetta against lollies, but many people in your orbit, like the one that you featured, was a fucking furry. A gay furry. Double disgusting. And then the guy's a sexual assaulter.
Owned.
That's 3 strikes and you're out.
Owned.
But that person you featured, yo, they made some good points. And you want to give me shit about Dr. Disrespect? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking mongoloid freaks.
This clip is pretty tame considering the rest of Shondo's content. Let's just...
He's skipping over the... He's skipping over the bad content. He's skipping over the stuff that makes it very obvious. It's literally it's the clips of her fucking drawing lolly, teaching her audience how to draw lolly. He's just skipping it.
Baby.
gonna rate this a ha.
Like, this guy is literally just... He's literally just looking at Shondo's content and be like, well, I don't like that. I don't like your content. And by the
You're
way,
skipping it because it's so blatantly obvious that it's bad. It's like bad. It's like evil. Oh my god. This is so good. This is so good. Sorry, I almost said God. I can't speak correctly. This is so... Yeah, I don't like it. True. I don't like it. Oh my god, he's so good. He's so good, dude. He's owning the chuds right now. He's honestly owning the chuds. You can't get him if he doesn't react to it.
I don't like a lot of this content either, which is why I don't watch her. Well, but you defended her, sure, and I would again. If she said something correct, or she did something correct, or if she was banned on...
But you were, okay, but Templar, you were defending her for getting banned, and then he showed reasons for why she was banned, and those reasons are pretty self-explanatory, and instead of acknowledging the things and the reasons why she was banned, you're just skipping it.
Justifiably, yeah, I'd do the same thing. You people are fucking pathetic. You're demons.
Whoa.
Degenerate, homunculus demons.
Whoa.
That ooze from topic to topic and have no real clarity
Mrows a
or
demon?
honesty or integrity on any of the shit.
Templar blindly defend someone's Twitch ban, which ended up being completely justified. He is all.
Oh, to you. Okay.
But it
it
was justified.
You want to say it was justified? Okay, fine. I don't trust Twitch. I don't think Twitch enforces their rules honestly. I don't think that they enforce their rules.
But it was
in accordance with their own terms of service. I think they pick and choose. I think that they are completely and totally arbitrary. So I don't trust Twitch. I don't trust the people at Twitch.
Okay. So he's skimming over the exact parts, so it tells me that he did say at the beginning that he watched about like halfway through, and he's skimming over these like little bits and parts, right? He's skimming over these small parts that he knows the parts. So he had to have watched it beforehand. And he saw the clips that justifies why she was banned. And he's still actively saying that he doesn't think she deserves to be banned, even though it's very obvious the content she was making is pretty bad and it goes against their TOS. This is rough, man.
When I find that somebody is banned, I'm usually suspect.
This is rough.
Unless it's like Nina Lynn.
I don't know why I can't see what you sent me, bro. It just won't show up.
Banned. But I mean, this whole thing, what it boils down to is this person is like, I don't like this person. I don't like their content. And so, because this person doesn't...
yeah. I mean, like, yeah. Obviously, he doesn't like the content when it's, like, her posting, like, teaching her audience how to draw lolly and, like, rating other people's, like, lolly art on stream and then saying a bunch of like pedophile dog whistles on stream. Yeah, no shit, he doesn't like their content, but he's just pointing out the fact that this does go against TOS, and you blindly defending them is pretty fucking bad. And this makes it look even worse because you're skimming over the evidence that shows it. Instead of just reacting to the evidence and being like, ooh, I didn't know that. Yeah, he's right about that point. She does deserve the ban. Instead, you're skimming it. You self-admit that you have watched half of the video. You skim over the exact parts that you don't want to react to because it makes you look bad. Now it makes you look worse because it tells us that you did watch those parts. You would understand what she's done and what her content is, and you still think that it's not a justified ban. Okay, what is this? What is this? What is this? I'm going to stop streaming on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and X only for the time being. I will upload portions of the live streams to YouTube. When did he say this? The reason I'm going to be streaming to Twitch and Kick is so I can start streaming TV shows. So wait. Whoa, wait a minute. But he hates Twitch. But he hates Twitch. But I thought he hates Twitch.
I don't like, as much as I don't like them, then this person must be a bad person. This is retarded logic. Because I could say the same thing to you. You don't dislike internet adjacent as much as I dislike internet adjacent, so therefore there must be something wrong with you. Are you a gay pervert? Are you a gay furry sexual assaulter? Are you a
Answer the question, Mrow. Answer the question. Hey, answer the question, buddy. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say about that, huh? He makes a fair point. Are you a gay, furry, what is it, sexual assaulter? Huh?
A gay, furry defender? Are you a gay, furry, sexual assaulting defender? No, I don't know if that's true about you or not. I would never actually make that statement, but to make my point, I will elucidate the fact that you feature that guy in an uncritical way. Does that mean that you affirm what they did? No, you're a hypocrite. And this whole thing completely and totally erodes and falls apart.
Okay, but the difference is that Mrow isn't like showing a clip of internet adjacent and saying like, honestly, it's not a big deal that he like, it's not really that big of a deal that he's like a gay furry who like sexually assaulted somebody. It's not like Mrow he just shows a clip from internet adjacent's video because he made a video on you. He just brings it up. It has nothing. The difference is that you like defended Shondo for her ban, even though the ban was justified. And then when people confront you, aka Mrow, when he's confronting it by saying this is why she was banned, and for some reason he still thinks it's not justified, then you respond to it by saying I still don't think it's justified after skipping the clips that show why it's justified. Sorry, Mrow, you're losing right now. True.
Or honest. You misrepresent things. Brother, I've never had a private conversation with Shondo. Okay. I don't know this person.
Okay.
Other than they're a content creator. They say things that I agree with from time to time. But you make it seem like I'm watching their content because you're trying to intentionally...
They say things I agree with sometimes. You're making it sound like I watch their content. You got to be following them to be even agreeing with their points. I mean, am I going insane here? I don't know what the fuck Shondo says on a daily basis. I don't watch. I don't know her content. I don't pay attention to Shondo. I don't understand.
Muddy the waters because your
audience have to delete this video.
Feeds off of it. The people that you orbit feed off of it, but it's not true. And ultimately, the truth is the most important thing in all of this. Is the content that you're making, is it truthful or not? When I make content, it is truthful. When I talk about a Sam Piker,
that's not even true. When I make content, it's truthful. You just skimmed past part of the video to skip the parts. You literally skipped all of the Shondo parts that were important. You deliberately picked the Shondo parts that were very important so you could just say what happened in the video and not actually show what happened in the video that points out your problem. So that's not even truthful. You're just like deliberately skipping the exact parts that matter.
When I talk about other content creators, when I criticize them, it's truthful. It's based on things that they've said and things that they've done.
Well, if it's about things that they
said,
you
wouldn't have
skipped.
The only thing that you've done in this video, up to 6 minutes, is show clips of Shondo. So instead of criticizing Shondo, you're criticizing me because I didn't criticize Shondo to your liking. That really, in the 6 minutes of this,
he's using the Aiden points. To be fair, Aiden did criticize the video by saying you should have just made a lolly VTuber video instead of a tactical Templar
Dude is
video.
throwing it back on the bomb.
Can we get some Hanuk Miss music up in here? Check music play.
Thank you for the 5, Abby. Hanuk music. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be rough. We will listen to this. Don't worry, Abby. We will listen to it in a minute. Let's finish up this video real quick because I don't think this is gonna take much longer.
Other than you trying to mischaracterize,
he's skipped half the video already. He's gonna skip. I'm imagining he's gonna skip like most of this video.
My conversation about AI generated child art, which, by the way, was not an endorsement of it. It was an analysis of it. Like,
but what about the
if
other
this
parts?
person
Are you
says,
gonna acknowledge
and
the other
even
parts?
if it weren't, she's fictional, what is the internet's conclusion going to be as it relates to that? Like, this isn't difficult.
It's his favorite.
I think that they're funny, they're entertaining, they're charismatic. Who I think is one of the most popular VTubers, the face of VTubing, as it were. Gargura. No, I have no problem with Gargura. And in fact, this clip right here is actually kind of incredible.
Guro would eventually rebrand into Saba, and Templar quickly started policing people for dead naming her.
Oh my god. Oh god. It's a fucking joke. You freak.
Yeah?
Oh gosh. By the way, Gargura was one of the most popular VTubers ever. Gargura.
What does that matter?
Sang the opening baseball theme at Dodgers Stadium. Dodgers Stadium.
Okay.
For a Major League Baseball game. What the fuck?
What does
get
that
the
mean?
fuck out of here.
What does that matter?
You are the basement-dwelling internet psycho, and Gargura is on the main Titantron in Dodger Stadium. Like, what the fuck? Are you saying that everyone in the MLB is a lolicon pedophile?
That's crazy that you're making the assumption that all these players know who Gargura is. Actually, to put that into perspective, if we actually want to bring up the Gargura situation with the baseball game, that actually became a massive, like, somewhat, not a massive drama, but it became a somewhat of a small drama because a bunch of baseball fans didn't like that they put an anime girl at their baseball game because nobody in the stands knew who the fuck Gargura was, because nobody in the stands most likely pays attention to internet VTubers. They're a bunch of, like, middle-aged dudes who, like, have normal lives and don't watch YouTube or watch streams all day. There was, like, an entire drama as to, like, people literally getting pissed off because they put, like, an anime girl in their, like, in their precious, like, baseball game shit. So if you want to make the claim that she's so popular that even baseball players know who she is, one, that's just not even true. I guarantee you, like, if not like 90% of the baseball players probably didn't know who Gargura were. They don't go to the baseball players who play on the field and say, hey, is it cool if we put Gargura up on the screen? That's not how that works. It's not how that works.
Well, because they had Gargura sing the...
Also, another point to point out is just because she is being put on a baseball field, like, even though she is being put on, like, the screen, that doesn't mean that discredits any sort of, like, wrongdoings that she's possibly done in the past, or it doesn't make her content any less weird just because she's become a tad bit more mainstream. That doesn't, like, change anything.
Take me out to the ball game at Dodger Stadium. Oh my god.
And Saba.
Did you just dead name Saba?
Apparently, Japanese people travel to LA to see the Dodgers play because they have. Yeah,
this
the
guy
Dodgers
was
do have.
actively
It's just because they have Shohei. They have Shohei and what's that guy's name who won the MVP? Fuck, I forgot his name. Finals MVP. He won Finals MVP. I forgot his name. He was going crazy in the last game. Yamamoto. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He was going crazy in that game. I really wanted the Blue Jays to win, bro. It kind of pissed me off that they didn't win, but it's whatever.
Trying to defend. No, it's not that serious. It's a fucking joke. Oh my god. And I think that this is a case. I think this person understands it. I mean, they may be this socially illiterate, but I do think they understand. I just think that they're being dishonest.
Saba is definitely not shy about sexualizing her model. She literally...
I mean...
Oh.
Again.
Is he going to skip? Is he going to skip? Is he going to skip?
These people are just so malevolently dishonest. And I mean, at this point,
this
is about where I ducked out last time. How much of this shit do we really need to go through?
It was a good game. The final, Game 7, I will admit, the MLB like finals this year was crazy good. The Blue Jays put up a really good fight, and Okay, going into it, it was very obvious that it was like the Dodgers were the better team, but the Blue Jays had a chance. Like they were riding on like a really good streak. They weren't obviously like the Dodgers just have a super team, bro. They have an insane super team, but the Blue Jays put up a massive fight. But that last game, Yamamoto just went crazy, man. It was just he played too good. I wanted the Blue Jays to win so bad, but it was a good series. It was a very good series.
There's nothing here.
He skips the Final
It's
Fantasy
lying,
part, skips the donations part, skips everything.
It's
He owns me.
misrepresenting things. It's playing dumb. It's being stupid.
Wait, he just stops watching? Did he just like completely stop watching? He just stops watching. He checks out in the middle of the video.
And this is who these people are. And the truth is, no matter how big you get as a content creator, you're going to have to deal with these people. You're going to have haters, no matter how big or how small.
Imagine starting up stream saying to your audience, I got through like about halfway through and I stopped watching. I just couldn't take it. I wanted to save it for the stream to point it out. Then does the exact same thing. He just gets to the middle part and then just says, yep, we're done here. Stops watching. Oh my God. This is the best reaction we're going to get, Rao. I'm going to keep it real. This is the best reaction we're ever going to get. I don't think you're going to get anything else. He's never going to watch the parts that incriminate him or make him look bad or show some of his like gooners. It's just not going to happen. They hate us because they hate us.
Channel, and I now have a group of retarded
The lion
haters
doesn't concern itself with
that
opinions of
pretend
sheep. True.
That everyone who doesn't virtue signal about lollies as hard as them is somehow they're a lolly themselves, and deep down they really must support all this content. The reality is, you fucking freak.
Well, I mean, there's more to it, you know. It's kind of because you have like a top 5 favorite and like VTubers video. You have a video where you're talking about like this Japanese woman who is like an ex-porn star, and you were just looking over her content saying like, oh yeah, this is some good stuff. Literally the entire video is just you skimming her tweets where her tits are hanging out, basically loose, going like, this is just good work. I mean, this is just beautiful work. Honestly, this is amazing work. You know, I think there's a reason for us to maybe believe that you have a bit of an infatuation with some of these characters, especially since you make content surrounding them all the time. So you clearly follow it and you watch it.
I've said openly that we should be crucifying pedophiles. I'm not being metaphorical. We should bring back crucifixion. By the way, people like you,
a pedophile or a lolicon could say we should crucify pedophiles. It's not going to change the fact that they themselves are one. I don't understand that.
If I were president, I'd have you rounded up. We'd put you in an asylum.
Whoa! Excuse. What would you do to Mrow?
This content. The reality is, you fucking freak. I've said openly that we should be crucifying pedophiles. I'm not being metaphorical. We should bring back crucifixion. By the way, people like you, if I were president, I'd have you rounded up. We'd put you in an asylum. People like you should be in an asylum. You should be away from civilization. I'm not talking about being cruel. I'm talking about getting you the best help that this country can offer. Putting you in an...
We need to do what to Mrow? We need to round him up and put him in an asylum. He needs to be locked away from society. He wants Mrow rounded up? Yeah, he wants to... If he was... Mrow was a good 2... That's a good 2 more years. Dude, we need to get Mrow and shove him into an asylum, lock him. To be fair, he lives out in like the fucking wilderness. He's already away from society, so I guess there's that. Just turn off his internet or something. Someone just turn off his internet.
A nice facility where you can't hurt yourself and you can't hurt other people. Because damn, holy shit, this is embarrassing. If this is your best shot, that I don't hate these VTubers who have petite female forms as much as you hate them, I'm sorry, but you were in for a tough time. Because you have miscalculated. I'm not Rev Says Desu. I'm not some of these other people that you've dealt with. I have no problem calling you out for who and what you are. And the fact is that more people like Gargura and like Saba than will ever like you or your niche gaggle of fucking mongoloid inbred freaks. You people that support the LGBT community. You support the furry community, right? You bunch of autistic, socially inept spurgs. You have stepped over the line, and I'm just here to tell you where the line is.
Oh my god, Mrow just got fucking owned.
This was the friendly video, by the way. This was the kind video.
This was the kind video.
Anyway, brothers, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay, that video's done.
Furries equals Jews. Bro, Mrow might have to quit after this. I'm not sure you can come back from this. It's not looking too hot, man. Mrow got kind of owned there at the end. You too, Abby. You're a fucking... You're gay. Get fucking owned, loser. Maybe, I don't know, stop being gay. You got fucking owned, dude. You got fucking owned. All right, Abby. Let's power through this. Let's get through this. Will it open up? There we go. Jesus Christ. Fuck! You should be put into an asylum, Abby.
At least cut your fucking nails down next time. Open up my booty hole. Daddy, get the fisting till I'm swole with some boxing gloves on. Open up my booty hole. Daddy, get the fisting till I'm swole with some boxing gloves on. Punch me, punch me, punch me, punch me, punch me, punch me harder. Fuck me till I cannot tell you what the fuck's tomorrow. Open, 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 let me larger.
I knew this was gonna be rough. This is just song one.
Like a maze when he into this cage, his hand waving on his float, but it's not a parade. He said, baby, obey, so I'm trying to be brave. My face, fuck, okay, see, I'm like a masquerade. Whatever number you see, gotta try to display. Pussy, hold on, asshole, that's a number 8. I said, open up my booty hole. Daddy, get the fisting till I'm swole with some boxing gloves on. Open up my booty hole. Daddy, get the fisting till I'm swole with some boxing gloves on.
God, dude, don't let Templar see this, man. He's gonna lose his mind.
Molly, take it farther. Molly, Molly, take it farther. Gotta get it, fit it, bustin' I'm not finna split it. Pussy at his maximum in the city, double digits, and you know the bitches sitting. Every nigga wanna get it, but your nigga wanna hit it, wanna hit it, wanna lick it, wanna stick it like it's not staying in there like I send it, pull it out. When
No.
it finish, less a minute, so I know we get up in it.
She was singing about fisting her booty hole, dude. What the fuck?
He comes so fast, only could make teasers. And if a nigga broke, then I cannot please ya. It's alien pussy, you will never see ya. But if a nigga do got bread.
This is very obviously a black woman singing.
So this what the fuck that nigga said. What's that in the sky? Flying by. What's that in the sky? Flying by. Pussy getting right. I cannot hide. Alien in disguise. He's so surprised. His dick got a thought about UFO. His dick got a thought about UFO. His dick got a thought about UFO.
His what? It's Babka singing. Yeah, this is... We found Babka's music. What the actual fuck?
You can see it from the back, you can see it from the front. No pupils in my eyes, can't see when it come. Give them alien head and it's so damn cunt, cause it's so much head. Give them all one. Look up.
So much sex.
When I come on that dick, then the portal shines and that light so
This girl likes to sing about sex a lot. Song is about dickers. Spent and bet Aaron both said.
What's that in the sky? Flying by.
On Baptist SoundCloud.
Flying by. Pussy getting white. I cannot hide. Alien in disguise. He's so surprised. His dick got a thought about UFO. His dick got a thought about UFO. His dick got a thought about UFO. I never saw a pussy suck dick before. His dick got a thought about UFO. His dick got a thought about UFO. His dick got a thought about UFO. I never saw a pussy suck dick before. It's sucking them up. It's sucking them up. It's sucking them up so high. It's sucking them up. It's sucking them up. It's gripping them to the sky.
Is this Cupcake? This is, yes, this is Cupcake. This is Cupcake. Is she that bitch that made that one popular song a couple years ago and it was like, pump me, fuck me, daddy better make me choke? Is that song? Yes. Okay, that was by her? Okay. That's what I thought. No, I knew it. No one else would do this. I'm scared about the direction that this one's gonna go in. I'm scared. Oh God. I'm scared.
Dude is throwing it back on the bomb.
Dude is throwing it back on the bomb. Thank you for the $1, Abby. Okay, yep. I knew it was gonna hit that point. I knew it was gonna hit this. Okay. Dude. Okay. Okay.
I'm a slut bucket, you could butt fuck it, but the pussy off limits, nigga, don't touch it. Virgin pussy very dust, I'm a dush it, but the head gang sicker than a concussion.
I anticipated it.
Scared. I bang it 2 side pieces and I went to her hair. I'm just motherfucking sitting pretty up here on the wall, giving a nigga the sexiest stare, knowing he would never get it, he would never hit it. All he got is the image to masturbate to all night. Wishing his finger was in the finger until he get finished pinky and promise that it'll be alright. Wanna suck on his dick until it quench my thirst. Finger me up and curse if I just might burst. Holding on to the pussy cause knowing his worth. He coming back for some seconds but never made on my first. Goosebumps on my body. Goosebumps on my
She gonna moan again in my ear? I'm scared for the final song. It's called Sloppy Joe. I don't even want to know what that one's gonna sound like. I can't even lie, the sound isn't even that bad, you know? Like, the production sounds fine. But the lyrics are just literally, like, just so sexual, so hypersexual. Like, she's just moaning in my ear. Like, oh. Oh, God. Oh! Whoa! 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 That might have been the worst one.
He want me to climb his tower. That shit may take some hours. One window on the tip of that. It's my pussy hole getting devoured. Sit on top my
Okay.
special power. Not scared of heights, I'm no coward. If you see that the puss got a bush, that's when you're supposed to give it its flowers. Rapunzel, Rapunzel. This pussy rock a frontal. Ain't been waxed in bout 8 months. Rapunzel.
What?
Rapunzel. This pussy rock a frontal. Ain't been waxed in bout 8 months. Let it drop on your cock. Tie the dick in a knot. This is not a barbershop. I refuse to let it chop. I'ma use it as a mop, cause I'm wetting up your cock. I'ma give it everything like gog. Dick go to sleep when I hop like a frog. Find a dead dick if the condoms slip off. So we got dandruff, I don't recall. But no money might lead me to flake off. Fat dish competitive, he like to fight then regret it. Giving up pussy like baby here, no need to swoop down my edges. Penthouse princess, this pussy locked in so hard like he dreaded. He giving me head.
This one's not as evil as the moaning one. The moaning one was evil. The moaning one was just like literal moaning in my ear.
This pussy rock a frontal, ain't been waxed in bout 8 months. I let my hair down all the way to the ground. I coochie meow. Got the hair all on my gown. I'm looking like where's my crown? I'm the baddest bitch up in town. Said my pussy gotta be bomb, but that dick still ain't went out of bounds. Are you allergic to cats? Are you allergic to cats? Are you allergic to cats? If I throw it back in my scratch, are you allergic to cats? Are you allergic to cats?
Maybe I can. Maybe I'm starting to understand being gay, man. Women are disgusting. Maybe I understand. Maybe I need to be nicer to the gays. Women are gross, dude. What the hell? Fuck. Okay. 2 more, because we have the extra one.
How the fuck you do it like that? How the fuck you do it like that? Baby, my bun so fat. Come and eat me from the back. Ain't no shit in my crack. Ain't no shit in my crack.
Ain't no shit in my crack? Oh no, this is rough. That's okay. Stick a finger in my crack. Fingers his favorite snack. I could ride dick in my ass all the way till I pass gas. Oh, this is rough. This one's bad. Oh my god. This one is just foul. Yeah, this one's fucking. Oh my god. Must be cannibal. Fucking me like an animal. Balls hit my pussy like cannonball. Big ass cheeks from the back, we freak. One watermelon, one cantaloupe. Monday, eat my ass. Tuesday, eat my ass. Wednesday, eat my ass. Thursday, eat my ass. Friday, eat my ass. Saturday, eat my ass. I really honor God, so Sunday I'll let you fast. Knows I be drawing a back. Knows I be drawing a back. If I eat your ass crack. Knows I be drawing a back. I'ma throw this motherfucker back. Making sure your lips ain't chapped. Stick a finger in my crack. Fingers his favorite snack. Rub it up, dub, nigga, rub it up, dub, nigga, rub it up, dub. We scrub before I eat your ass from the back, and I see you get back in the tub. Rub it up, dub, nigga, rub it up, dub, nigga, rub it up, dub. We scrub. I turned this cum to a motherfucker jog. At least she's saying she doesn't want it to be poopy in the back. I ain't never finna duck no dick. Quack on my ass, he use his spit. Oh! Dick in my mouth, give me real duck lips. God! No teeth on the beak when his ass get licked. Monday, eat my ass. Tuesday, eat my ass. At least she's respecting proper hygiene. Thursday, eat my ass. Friday, eat my ass. Saturday, eat my ass. I really honor God, so Sunday I'll let you fast. This is abhorrent. Knows I be drawing the back. If I eat your ass crack. Knows I be drawing the back. Knows I be drawing the back. Knows I be drawing the back. If I eat your ass crack. Knows I be drawing the back. Knows I be drawing the back. Abby, please tell me you're not listening to this like normally. Abby, please tell me you just suggested this song because like it's silly. Stick a finger in my crack. Fingers his favorite snack. Please, Abby, please tell me this is not something you're listening to, like, on the like, normally. Yep, here it is. Yeah, she. Abby is not a she. Abby suggested the big one. I listen to this at work all the time. Fuck, Abby. You're telling me you listen to a woman talk about eating ass while you work?
Daddy better make me show you better. Hump me, fuck me. My tunnel loves a deep throat. Lick, 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 lick. I wanna eat your
These songs should be illegal.
can't fuck on my nails, so I'ma pick it up with chopsticks. Mouth wide open, mouth wide open, mouth wide open like I was at the dentist. Mouth wide open, mouth wide open. Put it so deep I can't speak a sentence. Mouth wide open, mouth wide open, mouth wide open like I was at the dentist. Mouth wide open, mouth wide open. Put it so deep I can't speak a sentence. My fingers in it gentle. Yeah. Explore this nigga mental. I'ma write my name on his dick. Don't need a pen or a pencil. No, I don't.
I heard this one before. Yeah, everybody's heard this one.
Pink just like salami. Don't need no drink to get naughty. Cause bitch, I'm not Bill Cosby. My pussy mean and it's clean. I'm not a squirter, I cream.
At least she's a clean and she very much preaches hygiene before doing anything naughty. She's preaching proper hygiene at least.
I ain't swallow one kid, I think I swallowed twins. Hump me, fuck me. Daddy better make me show you better. Hump me, fuck me. My tunnel loves a deep throat. Lick, 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 lick. I wanna eat your dick, but I can't fuck on my nails, so I'ma pick it up with chopsticks. Mouth wide open, mouth wide open, mouth wide open like I was at the dentist. Mouth wide open, mouth wide open. Put it so deep I can't speak a sentence. Mouth wide open, mouth wide open, mouth wide open like I was at the dentist. Mouth wide open, mouth wide open. Put it so deep I can't speak a sentence. Come put it down my butt.
Desali!
Let's shoot a movie, no cut.
Desali, you're alive! You're alive!
That's breastfeeding while we fuck.
What? Breastfeeding while we fuck?
Better sweat me out of my perm. Can't wait till it's my turn. I wanna blow bubbles with sperm. Wanna hit it from the back, let me arch my back. Once I arch my back, let me attack this pussy. Don't need a porn star cause I'm the modern. All my spit on his dick sound like I'm gargling. Make him bust 3 nuts is the task. My panty stuck in my ass. So I pulled him down and showed him the pearl. Made his pubic hairs curl fast. Fuck this pussy, fuck this pussy, fuck this pussy, come fuck this pussy, fuck this pussy, fuck this pussy, fuck this pussy, come fuck this pussy.
She's such an icon, dude. Yeah, dude, okay. All right. All right, Abby. Why does Mrow have a child on his stream? Is Mrow streaming right now? Like, hold on.
I mean, I think we got to come back to this after we watch the actual reaction, because I feel like he says some stuff. I feel like he said some stuff in this video that he kind of contradicts in here. You know? So I feel like are you ready to watch the video?
Who is this?
Yeah, I'm so ready.
All right, let's go.
Who is this?
He kind of starts the video off by ranting about George Floyd. So we got to get past that a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, though.
Can we get some
Totally
W
understand what you're
Floyds in chat?
Get some W Floyds in chat. True.
Yeah.
Mrow made sure to bring out the tactical lolly for the tactical Templar video.
That's why that's the world we live in. That guy was turned into a hero. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Let me name this.
What was the tweet that what was the tweet that Mrows showed a second ago? I actually am curious. I didn't get a chance to see it.
Let me, absolutely nuts. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts.
All right, what was that? I didn't.
I feel like he said some stuff in this video that he kind of.
My stance on lolly content is that it's weird, and I don't personally like it. However, I don't hate VTubers who choose to adopt petite women designs. Granted that they don't sexualize it at all, but especially in an overt and grotesque way. The irony is that a lot of people on the left, furries especially, make the moral judgment about lollies, but they are worse. The left sexualizes children all the time with drag story hour and the like. The furries, they want to sexualize animals. We really need to bring back crucifixion. But that contradicts your entire point.
Dude is throwing it back on the bomb.
Thank you for the $1, Abby. Weird in what way, Templar? I'm sorry, but that contradicts your entire point because Shondo does do that. Shondo literally does do that. Yet you defend Shondo. Okay, dude. Oh, Abby pulling out the good songs. Hey, Abby, I played this.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. I'm working out on the barn. I just shot 5 of my pigs. I am working on the barn. I gotta sell my crops. I am working out on the barn. I am in red clothes. I am not Santa Claus. I am simply in the barn. I just cleaned up all the hay. Now there's animals that are gonna pay. Oh, and I gotta feed the chicken the seeds.
Gotta feed the chicken the seeds.
Because you know that's what they really need. Bongos on the farm. Bongos in the farm. Chickens, pigs, and cows and goats. Yo, don't tell me which you love the most. Yo,
don't worry, Giselle, it gets good.
you love the most. I got chickens, cows, pigs, and the goats.
It gets good.
And then I turned them into ghosts. Now I have to walk around a lonely farm. It gets so lonely around this time. 'Cause my crops don't grow in time. My wheat is dead.
My wheat is dead.
My corn is dead.
My corn is dead.
And my wife is dead. She died of old age. Now I'm
Oh yeah, it's coming. Bless you, Jesus. Here it comes. Charlie Kirky.
I just fucked a Berkey. Charlie Kirky. I Charlie Kirky. Charlie Kirk, man, he just bought the perk, then he fucking died in Utah, man, I'm tweaking. What the fuck is going on, man? What are you doing right now? What you doing this weekend? Trying to get you in the farm tonight. Trying to get you to milk that cow just right. Milk that cow and put his nut in. Push my buttons. Charlie Kirky.
Charlie Kirky. That was a good song. I fuck with that song, Abby. Thank you for the song, Abby. What is Mrow doing with this small child?
Morally disgusting.
What is Mrow doing with this small child?
He's reading me like a fucking book. He is reading me like a fucking
What is Mrow
book.
doing to this child?
Does he think you're a furry? Are you a furry? I'm not a furry.
Are you a furry?
Well,
Not a
that's
furry.
kind of like
I'm a cartoon
furry.
ap. Do
You
I
also, like,
enjoy
meow
nodding every
and, like,
once in a
shake your butt
while?
like you have a tail.
Doesn't everybody? Does that mean I'm a
No.
furry? Sorry, Watts. What's going on? I mean, child bride. Sorry, child bride. What's going on?
Oh, it's child bride.
I don't think you're a fairy.
Dude,
Thank
he's
you.
literally
Thank you. I
married to a
appreciate it.
child. This guy's like a
Parts that
pedophile or
I've
something.
covered on this channel.
I think you're a homosexual.
To be honest
Sorry, what?
Nothing.
All
Sorry.
right. Yeah.
with you,
I think
when I see
Templar
a
might have
video
been
like this,
right.
I'm actually a little bit excited to talk about it because this is just such a clear-cut example of how dishonest and how stupid these people really are.
Chat.
And they are expecting.
Chat, who's the child bride? She's right here. Chat, I'm gonna send you guys over to Mrow, okay? I gotta get going like now. It was a nice little stream we did. I'm gonna send you guys over to Mrow. He's gonna give you the content. You guys can go hang out with the child bride. All right, go have some fun with the child, with the kid. All right. All right, have some fun. All right, I gotta go. Bye.